Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shalu. Let's wait for 2 more minutes because we have a lot of people still joining in and they're in the waiting room. So let's take 2 minutes and then we'll begin the bump celebrations. Dr. Yogesh, I think you're on mute if you're trying to.
Hi guys, hi, absolutely, yeah, we can start in a few minutes.
All right, I think we should begin now. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to the 12th edition of the Bump Celebrations. 12th editions. I can't believe this. Like a little more than 4 years back when we started the bump celebrations, even we couldn't have imagined that we'll come this far. The whole idea of starting the bump celebrations was at that time, COVID-19, the pandemic was there, and a lot of parents to be were not able to step out of their homes and go to the hospital for prenatal classes, which was a very popular concept back then. Every hospital had their prenatal classes, but it became a challenge for people to go physically, and that is where we thought that this is a great opportunity for us to introduce this concept of the bump celebrations, celebrate with the parents to be, and also provide them with the knowledge and skills that they need to be a hands-on parents as soon as the baby arrives. And that is where the concept started, and in a little over 4 years we've already done 11 editions, and I'm happy to be hosting the 12th edition. I'm Shalu Sharma. I've been an employee with Super Bottoms for over 4 years now. Um, so yeah, that is all what Bump Celebration is all about. It's basically a prenatal class, but it's a lot more than prenatal classes. So today we have an amazing lineup of experts with us. We have a great giveaway of a hamper worth more than 5,000. We'll announce the winners at the end of the session. And we'll be floating a quiz and a feedback form. So for you to be eligible to be a winner, you'll have to stay till the end. But that's not the only reason you should be staying till the end of the session. We have amazing sessions today. We have amazing experts today with us who will be, speaking about different aspects of baby care and pregnancy. And I think that is the whole reason all of us are here. Before we begin, I would like to make an announcement and apologize that Dr. Rakshita Singh, who was supposed to be with us today, could not join because of a last-minute personal emergency. But don't worry, we have a surprise guest with us today who will help us understand your pregnancy journey better. So yeah, I think we are officially open the 12th edition. We have a lot of experts today with us who will help you answer all your doubts, questions, queries that you might have in your mind at this phase of pregnancy or early parenting if you have already delivered. We have with us Dr. Yogesh Arul, who's MD Medicine resident, and he's a very well-known digital creator. He'll talk to you about pregnancy journey. We have बच्चों की doctor, Dr. Madhvi Bhardwaj, who will help you with tips related to winter care for babies because, this year the winters are exceptionally harsh. And I think everyone who's about to deliver might be really worried that, how you'll safeguard your child and yourself against this weather. So we have Madhvi to talk to us about that. We have Jayashree from our own team, Super Bottoms, who has helped thousands of parents till now to understand the cloth diapering journey better and also, postpartum period products better. So she'll help us to understand the sustainable and eco-conscious choices that the parents can make when it comes to diapering. And last, but definitely not the least, we have Rishita Makhija with us to talk about the physical and emotional well-being of pregnant women and new moms. I think this is an aspect which we new mothers tend to forget a lot. We give our child the front seat in the vehicle of our life as soon as we become the mothers, and we take the back seat. I think which is something we need to change about the whole situation of parenting. So yeah, we have that also today to talk about. I am a mother of 10-year-old twins, and I was where you are 10 years back, a little more than 10 years back. And I understand the kind of, concerns, questions, doubts. We have so many of them in our mind. And thanks to initiatives like the bump celebrations, where all these questions and queries can be answered. So I think without any further ado, we should begin the celebrations. So before we begin, I would launch a very small poll, a question, and I would want everyone who's here, all 220 of you right now here, to answer this question. Uh, you'll see a poll on your screens. Let's take 15 seconds and quickly answer this. So we are just doing a demographic check. Who's attending this session? Is it the mommy to be? Is it mommy and daddy to be? Or is it the whole family? Or is it people who have already delivered, new moms and dads? Okay, 5 more seconds and then I'll end the poll. All right. So you all can see the results. 29% of people here are mommies to be, and 64% are new moms and dads. But this is a trend we see every time that daddies to be or the whole family usually do not become a part of the bump celebrations. And I think this is where, we say that it takes a village to raise a child, and a village starts from your own home. So I think quickly just give a shout out to your husbands, wives, parents, in-laws that come sit with us and let's understand the pregnancy journey and new parenting journey. So yeah, let's begin. I will introduce our first guest to you today. We have Dr. Yogesh Arul with us, and he's, I think, a perfect example of how fitness and health need to go hand in hand. Being Rubaru Mr. India South Zone himself, he's a well-known content creator and is a dedicated, passionate MD medicine resident who combines his love for medicine with his passion for fitness and online health awareness. His comprehensive diabetes, diet, and hypertension course has empowered numerous patients to manage their conditions effectively. By providing personalized guidance on healthy eating habits, portion controls, meal planning, and exercise led to improve overall well-being and quality of life of hundreds and thousands of his patients. But again, before he starts to share his knowledge, I would like to share another poll. Let's quickly again take 15 seconds to answer a few questions, and then we'll hand over the podium to Yogesh. Okay, so you have 3 questions on your screen. Can you have fruit juices during pregnancy? Yes, no, or it depends on the fruit. The second question is, which of the following is wrong about complications of diabetes in pregnancy? Complications during delivery, macroscomic baby, increased risk of baby developing diabetes in future, or no risk to the baby, only danger to the mother. And the last question is, which of the following about after effects of diabetes in pregnancy? High chances of type 2 diabetes in mother later in life, high chances of type 2 diabetes in baby, and no after effects. So let's take 15 seconds quickly. All right, I'm sharing the results on your screen. So Yogesh, I think you can also see what the perceptions or ideas of people are when it comes to type 2
Yeah,
diabetes. Yeah.
yeah, I can.
I, being one of the people who went through gestational diabetes and I'm still a type 2 diabetes, I know the
All,
kind of questions that pop into your mind, but
yeah.
I'm not going to answer which of these poll results are true or myth. I think you're the best person to do that. So over to you.
All right. All right. So, hello everyone. I am firstly, let me just give a small intro about myself. I think she has already told a lot about me, but I'm Dr. Yokesh Arul. Currently, I'm an MD medicine resident, and I specialize in diabetes. And I really think that diabetes is something, it's like more of a, what to say, a diet is the solution thing rather than medications. I mean, if diet is not able to control it, then we can definitely go through medications. All right. And I think that prenatal care is a very important factor, especially when it comes to diabetes. All right. So, should I answer the question wise, or do you think like what do you want me to do,
I think
Charlotte?
you take ahead with your like how you want to take ahead.
All right, so let me just complete the first three questions which we've got. All right. So, can we have fruit juices during pregnancy? All right. See, now, firstly, considering if you are pre-diabetic or if you are gestationally diabetic, fruit juices, if you want me to give the the best possible answer, I would not recommend to have juices. Instead, have the fruit directly because the fruit always has fiber. Let's say you're going to consume an apple or an orange, the fiber, what it does, it slows the glucose spike. But once you're going to juice it out, you're just going to take all the fiber out and you're just drinking raw sugar. So that is definitely going to spike up your sugar. So that is something which I wouldn't recommend. But yeah, again, there are a lot of fruits which doesn't have any like sugary stuffs like amla and all. So it's again depends upon the fruit, but overall I would always recommend you guys to consume the fruit. All right. And coming to the second question, which of the following is wrong about the diabetes complication in pregnancy? All right, see guys, diabetes in pregnancy has two major issues. One is for the mother itself, that she will be in an increased risk for developing diabetes in the future life. That is for sure. That's why even in the recent guidelines, we tell a diabetic mother should be screened yearly for diabetes rather than for the general population. We recommend like 3 yearly or 5 yearly. So that is one thing. And for the baby, there's a lot of complication, like the baby can be overweight to even premature baby birth and even sudden fetal death. Like we can see a wide spectrum of complications. All right. Third, effect of diabetes in pregnancy. Yeah, I think we've discussed the similar things. So, and I want to tell one more important factor, guys. If you are diabetic in pregnancy, don't be anxious. If you've been diagnosed, like don't feel कि यार क्या होगा मेरे बच्चे को क्या होगा मेरे को क्या होगा. Don't worry about that. It is just a simple formula, simple solution. All right. So, firstly, make sure to get your diabetes checked around 12 weeks. All right, number one. And number two, at the period of around 24 to 26 weeks. All right. So, if you're going to get diagnosed diabetic in an early stage, it's likely that you're already type 2 diabetic. And if you're going to get diagnosed at a later stage around 26 to 28 weeks, it's likely you're like gestationally diabetic. And the mainstay of treatment for both the condition is a diabetic diet. Now, I know in conventional diabetes, like, 30 years, 40 years old people, we tell them to restrict the calories, right? But we cannot do the same in a pregnant patient, right? So the first thing which is going to come in your mind, like, yeah, how much should I eat? Like, if I'm going to eat too less, that's not going to be good for my baby, right? So, yes, you're absolutely right. So the first thing which should come to your mind is how much should I eat? So let's say if you're relatively lean, if your BMI is less than 25, I would recommend you guys to have around 3000 calories. If your BMI is around 25 to 30, then you can have it around 2500 to 2800 calories. If your BMI is over 30, that means you have sufficient fat stores, so you can have around less than 2500 calories. By the way, I'm open up to some new questions, which whatever doubts you guys have, like, I'm up for answering. So yeah, you can hit me up with some questions.
So Yogesh, actually, we'll open up the chat box at the end of your session so that,
All right.
people can hold on to their questions for
All
now.
right. All right. So then I'll continue with all the precautions and whatever things. So I think PCOD is also one more common thing which a lot of women are going through. So if you're a PCOD patient, that means there's a very, very high chance that you might be pre-diabetic, right? So the number one question which you what you'd get in your mind is ki, what should I do to prevent that, right? So first thing and foremost thing which you should do is try to avoid all the ultra processed food, right? Sugary stuff, sweet stuff. Trust me, with Swiggy, Zomato, we have so much of ultra processed food which is literally demeaning your life. I can literally say that. And second and foremost thing is workout. Guys, let me tell you one thing. No matter how busy I am, I will never skip my workout for no matter what it is. Because I always feel that a person's health, your personal health should be your utmost priority. So if you are a PCOS or PCOD patient, trust me, I have reversed so many PCOS cases just with exercise and a proper diet. And diet mein kya karna chahiye, exercise mein kya karna chahiye, that would be a second question. Exercise, please try to do weight training. No, you will not become muscular, you will not develop muscles. No, the main concept and reason behind this is when you do weight training, your muscles will start to utilize more glucose. So that increases insulin sensitivity. I'm pretty sure you guys would have heard about the word insulin resistance, which is like so popular. So how to fix this insulin resistance is work out, lift weights. Don't think just going for a long walk or jogging in the morning would fix it. No, it might help a bit, but it will not help that much as training heavy. So try to do proper resistance training. I'm not telling you to go to the gym and lift heavy weights and get injured. No, no, no. You can just do some plain body weight squats, plain half push-ups, start with some low frequency weight training. Because when you put your body against resistance, this will stimulate your muscles more and this will make your body sensitive to insulin. That is number one. Number two, if you're PCOS and you're asking what changes I should make in my diet, I would say just two things. Number one, add more protein. This is the first and most foremost important thing. Like, I know आप सोच रहे होगे यार मैं sugar को कैसे बंद करूं यार, can't I live a life, like can't I have sugar, like sugar's like, I mean, everyone's favorite, right? Yes, you can have sugar maybe once in a while, but whenever you're having sugar or your regular part of the meal, it should be like, I have to follow the 30-30-30 rule, in which 30% of your plate should be filled with salads, 30% should be protein, and 30% should be carbs and fats, obviously mixed with the meal, right? So make sure you follow this rule for PCOS patients. And coming back to pregnancy and diabetes, right? So what are the major things? Like, let's say you're gestationally diabetic, you've been diagnosed. Now, what should I do? So I've already told how much calories you guys should consume. In Amazon, there'll be a small weighing scale, which is hardly cost like I think 400 rupees or something. Please get a weighing scale. Try to measure whatever you eat. Even if you're having rice, try to measure. It'll hardly take few seconds. You won't believe me, but I measure my food for the past, I guess, 3.5 to 4 years. Even if I travel, I carry my weighing scale with me. So you guys are pregnant for 9 months. 9 months के लिए आप इतना कर सकते हो. Please carry a weighing scale. If you're having rice, measure how much rice आप खा रहे हो. Try to add more fiber. देखो, I'll tell you what the main issue is in gestational diabetes is the blood sugar is always above the limit. So what happens is your baby gets excess glucose because glucose travels crosses the placenta. Now when your baby gets excess glucose, your baby starts to produce more insulin. Now when your baby is producing more insulin, that's a problem because your body is different, your baby's body is different, right? So that is the main issue. So our major goal is we want to prevent the excess glucose to the baby. So try to add as more fiber as you can. Yeah, that is one thing. And second thing is I want all of y'all to monitor your sugar regularly. So make sure you have a small machine like this. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is a small machine through which you can just attach your strip and measure it. And please measure it in the morning, empty stomach, 2 hours after your meal regularly. Try to chart it and show it to your doctor. And if any medications or insulin is indicated, then your doctor will start it on it accordingly. So we've covered on how much to eat. We've covered on what to eat, like majorly two things, guys. Remember, fiber. And if you're asking how much carbs, protein, I would recommend to have at least 40 to 50% of carbs, 20 to 30% of protein, and 20 to 30% of fats. This is how it should be. Try to have more of unsaturated fats. Please avoid deep fried foods, all those, I know it looks very tempting. You guys will be craving a lot during your pregnancy, but try to stay away from all those. Try to have it as much healthy as possible. Yeah, that is one thing. So how much, what to eat, and lastly, what to do. Weight training is also equally good in pregnancy, and I think, if I'm not wrong, it actually helps you during your labor too. I see a lot of women who have actually had a very smooth labor journey during their pregnancy while doing weight training. But please make sure you do it under someone's guidance. Just don't go randomly and don't do it without anyone's guidance. Make sure you go and get it done under a proper trainer. And yeah, staying active, walking, all of them helps. Yeah. So I think we've covered all the things about working out, diets, and I think we can go with the questions, because I want to know what you guys want to know so that I can elaborate on that. Yeah.
Right, so we have opened the chat box now. So any of you, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat box and we'll ask Dr. Yogesh to answer your questions. Priya, the winter baby care will be discussed in a separate session with the pediatrician.
Okay, please explain more about weight training at home. All right. So I will give you the first and most is it not able to guys, am I audible? Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
All right, perfect. All right, so weight training at home. All right. So number one, weight training at home, try to do a lot of body weight exercises, like like considering you're pregnant or non-pregnant. If you're pregnant, I'll talk about pregnancy only, since considering you guys are all pregnant. Try to do squats and half push-ups, something like that. Try to get some 2 kg dumbbells, 1 kg dumbbells at your home. Resistance bands, they are very, very helpful. All right. Now, I cannot show what exercises to do, but I'm pretty sure if you just type exercises for pregnancy, there's a lot of videos on YouTube. The basic concept is try to give your body resistance, like your muscles should be exerting against some force, and that is going to increase your insulin sensitivity. And that is the main culprit in PCOS. That's the main culprit in gestational diabetes too. So that is your main culprit. Yeah.
Yogesh, I see a lot of parents to be asking about postpartum diabetes, like will the gestational diabetes continue after they deliver? So can you talk a little about
All
that?
right. So most of the cases, the gestational diabetes will settle down after pregnancy, but there's a very, very, very high chance that it's gonna reoccur. So let's say, like as compared to a normal mother to a GDM mother, you're in a risk of 30 to 60% more chances of developing diabetes in your future. All right. Now, the second thing which is going to pop on your mind is like, how do I prevent it? Yeah, I'm gestationally diabetic right now. How do I prevent it? Same thing, guys. Stay active, work out, and eat healthy. And trust me, once you guys fall in love with the process, it is not so difficult at all. I feel eating healthy. I see a lot of people doing some 3 months diet. They do one diet, they do keto diet, 1 month, 6 months. No, it should not be like that. Eating for a diet is a lifestyle, and once you fall in love with it, you fall in love with the results, it becomes a part of your routine. So once you do that, I'm pretty sure you can prevent your future risk of diabetes too.
Yeah, so we were talking about weight training. Someone is asking how soon after the delivery can they start weight training?
All right. So it again depends upon what type of delivery you've had. If you had a C-section or if you had a normal vaginal delivery. So if you had a C-section, like complicated or complicated, it is likely advisable to take rest. All right, because it depends upon how deep, whether it was an emergency C-section or a elective C-section. Because in an emergency C-section, things are usually cut down a bit fast. So I would not recommend weight training at least for at least 2 to 3 months. But if you're normal vaginal delivery, that means as soon as you can, it again, it depends. Like, let's say it depends upon the mother. Okay, now if a mother had a long, uneventful labor, I cannot tell her to start immediately weight training within 10 days, 2 weeks. But if your labor was completely eventful, if you had a normal vaginal delivery, the earlier you start, the better it is for a normal vaginal delivery. Because trust me, as soon as you deliver, all the excess fat, you can lose it much, much faster than if you think, nahi yaar, we'll wait right now, we'll lose it after 6 months. No, that's just going to make it harder and harder for you. Yeah.
So we spoke about the calorie intake while pregnancy.
Mhm.
Mother is asking, what about the
Mhm.
calorie intake for breastfeeding mothers? What is the change that would be needed then?
Breastfeeding mothers, is it diabetic or non-diabetic? I think if you're diabetic and if you're breastfeeding, you can add around like 400 calories approximately to that number which I told according to the BMI, because it varies according to the BMI. I've given three ranges: 3,000, 2,500, and 2,200 according to the BMI ranges: 25, 25 to 30, and more than 30. So if you're lactating, you can add around 400 more. Yeah.
Okay. On the same line, someone is asking if they are type 2 diabetic and a lactating mother, what special precautions or dietary constraints should they stick to?
All right. So if see, type 2 diabetic and gestationally diabetics are two different things. Type 2 diabetic is considering you have been diabetic from the start, right? So that is only type 2 diabetic. So if you're type 2 diabetic and you delivered, it's again the same formula. Make sure to have an extremely strict diet. Try to keep your carbs at a very lower end. You can have a lot of protein, weight train very hard. I've seen a lot of my patients who have tried a lot of low carb breakfast, low carb diets. All right. So what they do is they have breakfast like 6 eggs, scrambles, along with some cheese. They have just one or two slices of toast, something like that. For lunch, they have a chana salad. They have a rajma salad. They have very, very less carbs. So I've seen patients who follow such diets, they have a tremendous control on their sugar. So if you're type 2 diabetic and not gestational diabetic, you have to focus on your diet much more, and you have to like religiously weight train.
Okay, I think a lot of other questions are very specific and one-on-one. So, moms, I'll encourage all of you to follow Dr. Yogesh and get in touch with him if you want to have a consultation.
Mhm.
Because if these are very specific questions which are not going to
Okay.
help the larger audience.
Mhm, mhm.
Uh, so, Yogesh, any closing remarks, any like top 3 tips for the participants and the moms to be that you want them to take away?
All right, guys, if you are gestationally diabetic or type 2 diabetic, I just want you to take three things, three messages from this entire 30 minutes. All right. Number one, and first and foremost thing, even if you can't follow a diet, please work out. Please, please. Trust me, if you work out, it will change your entire life. It will not only change your status of your pregnancy, it will change your future of your pregnancy. Even your kid will be inspired by you. Oh my God, my mom is so fit. She's so hardworking. It will literally change your entire generation. And when you go to the parents teachers meeting of your kid now, there also your kid will be proud. So trust me, not only your health, mentally, physically, confidently, it will change your entire life. And as I told, since insulin resistance is the culprit, once you start weight training regularly, your insulin resistance will decrease. And combine that with a good diet, oh my God, you love it. And I know you must be thinking, yaar, what am I talking about eating healthy? Trust me, guys, eating healthy is tastier than eating unhealthy things. If you think that eating healthy is boring, you have not found the right dietitian or a right person to guide you. So find someone who can guide you with some good, tasty and healthy food. Trust me, you'll just love it. Like your diabetes, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा कि वो है या नहीं. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I think again, coming from personal experience, like I have been a type 2 diabetic way
All
before I
right.
got pregnant.
Mhm.
And I can assure everyone that, healthy food is very tasty. You have to just fall
Yeah,
in love with the process of
absolutely.
identifying what works for you, what doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
I realized this very early on in my life that people say fruits are healthy. But for me,
Mhm.
every time I consume food, my sugar spikes up very easily.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
it's very personalized thing. And as you rightly
Exactly.
said, a correct nutritionist or a dietitian will be able to help you if you are struggling with gestational diabetes. I think that is the right way to go. All right.
Def-
Thank you so much, Yogesh, for your insight.
All right.
As I said, all of you can follow him on Instagram and reach out to him if you need any one-on-one consultation.
Yes,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to have been a speaker over here. Thank you. All the best. So you mothers, continue, have a rocking pregnancy. I mean, having a baby is a very big thing. So enjoy the journey. I guess it's like once in a lifetime journey. Hoping to get there soon. I mean, in a couple of years. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yogesh, for joining us. So next up, we have Dr. Madhvi Bhardwaj. I think a lot of you were asking in the chat box that when is the pediatrician going to be there? When are we going to talk about the winter care for babies? So yes, the time is here. We have Bachcho Ki Doctor with us, as she is known on Instagram. She has over 1 million followers. And when I went through her profile, I was mesmerized. She's a very well-known content creator, and she is a troubleshooter for the parents, and she helps a lot of parents in their parenting journey and issues. Madhvi is MD Pediatrics from MAMC Delhi, and she is also an allergist from CMC Vellore, and she practices in Mohali. But Madhvi, before we get to hear you, I have a few poll questions for our audience, which I'll quickly launch, and then we'll start with your session. Yeah, so you have the questions on your screen. The first question is, what is more scary, underclothing or overclothing your child? Second is, what is the best way to keep your baby warm, cotton layers or woolens? And third is, how often should you bathe your child in winters? Is it daily? Is it once a week or alternate day? Five more seconds and then we'll end the poll. All right, you have the results on your screen. I think Madhvi, you can also have a look so that this will help you to bust the myths that parents might have.
Okay, I guess everybody can hear me now. Hi, मेरी मम्मियाँ and to be mommies and new mommies. Lots and lots of love and good wishes to all of you. आज मेरा ना इतना खराब दिन चल रहा था, बट तुम लोग का हाय हेलो एंड सच वार्म वेलकम सुन के ही आई एम फीलिंग सो मच बेटर. बट आई थिंक इट्स नॉर्मल ना विद न्यू मॉमीज, 4 month old in sleep regression, and then elder one मम्मी चाहिए नहलाना भी मम्मा को है. अरे बिग फैन क्या ज्योति, आई एम जस्ट लाइक यू, अनदर मम शेयरिंग हर थोड़ा सा विजडम जो ज्यादा है मेरे पास, है ना. सो विल टॉक अबाउट विंटर केयर, राइट, बिल्कुल ठीक बात. लेकिन उससे पहले जो ये हमारे 3 क्वेश्चंस थे, आई एम सो हैप्पी. आई डिड विंटर केयर वर्कशॉप थोड़े दिन पहले भी, एंड आई रियलाइज कि जो प्रॉब्लम्स हम बहुत कॉमनली विंटर में फेस करते हैं वो बहुत हद तक कम हो गई हैं, क्योंकि तुम लोग बहुत ज्यादा क्या बोलते हैं aware हो गए हो. Social media has helped a lot, and many of you are looking out for scientific basis, rational rational कुछ है उसके पीछे, reasoning है कि नहीं है. So I'm really happy you have started looking out for your हियर से चीजें जो ऊपर से चली आ रही है उनको तुम क्वेश्चन करने लगे हो, विच इज गुड फॉर माई बेबीज एंड गुड फॉर यू यंग मदर्स ऑल्सो. ओके, सो व्हाट विल डू इज आई विल शेयर द पीपीटी एंड वी स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट इट एक बार जल्दी से, एंड देन विल टेक योर क्वेश्चंस ऑल्सो. आई नो तुम्हारे विंटर केयर के अलावा भी कुछ क्वेश्चंस होने वाले हैं, सो क्विकली विल डू विंटर केयर एक बार, ठीक है. ओके, सो विंटर केयर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वाई? बिकॉज वन, यू ऑल आर वेरी कंफ्यूज, क्योंकि जो बड़े लोग बोलते हैं डॉक्टर उससे उल्टा बोल रहा होता है. दैट्स ओके. आज ही मेरी ओपीडी में मदर के मस्त बच्चा स्कीमो बना हुआ था, लाल गाल और फीवर 102, एंड शी सेड मैंने पैरासिटामोल दे दिया, उससे भी फीवर नहीं उतरा था, आइबुजेसिक भी दे दिया, अभी भी नहीं उतर रहा है. हमने कुछ भी नहीं किया, सिर्फ कपड़े उतारे उसके और बच्चे का फीवर उतर गया. सो आई एम सो हैप्पी टू सी द पोल आंसर दैट यू रियलाइज्ड ओवर क्लोथिंग इज इफ नॉट लेस, मतलब इफ नॉट मोर एटलीस्ट उतना ही डेंजरस जितना अंडर क्लोथिंग है. सी, अंडर क्लोथिंग से डिस्कम्फर्ट होएगा बच्चे को, लेकिन अगर बच्चे को ठंड लग रही है, वो रो रहा है, वो सो नहीं पा रहा है, एटलीस्ट वो बीमार नहीं हो जाएगा. बीमार बच्चा हमेशा इन्फेक्शंस की वजह से होता है, वायरल्स, जो कि इस सीजन में वैसे भी बहुत सर्कुलेशन में होते हैं यार. सो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड आवर विंटर चैलेंजेस विच आर मोस्टली स्किन रिलेटेड, एयरवे रिलेटेड एंड हमारा डेली रूटीन जो तुम लोग पूछते हो, नहलाऊं कितना, बात कैसे, XYZ, वो हम बात करेंगे. एंड ensuring my baby's comfort and health both during the winter season. Okay. Clothing. We have to avoid over clothing at all costs. ठीक है, बच्चे को कंफर्टेबल. रात में हम ही अगर 2 रजाइयां ओढ़ते हैं तो हमें भी कैसा लगता है ना, भारी छाती पे कि क्या डाल दिया, यू कांट रियली ब्रीथ. तो मेरा छोटा बेबी तो सच में सांस लेना भूल भी सकता है. सो दो वील टॉक अबाउट अ न्यू बॉर्न इन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. व्हाट आई वांट टू गिव यू एज अ टेक अवे मैसेज फ्रॉम दिस स्लाइड इज, यू नीड टू नो मेरे बच्चे को ठंडा लग रहा है कि गर्म लग रहा है. उससे पहले एटलीस्ट सिंपल कॉटन की 2 लेयर मैंने नीचे डालनी है, उसके ऊपर ही मैं हैवी वुलन्स डालूंगी. और आजकल बहुत अच्छा मटेरियल आ रहा है. यू हैव निट वेयर एंड देन यू हैव दैट इंसुलेशन वाला, 2 लेयर्स के बीच में वो हवा भर जाती है तो उससे बहुत गर्माइश मिलती है, जितना शायद वूल भी नहीं दे पाती है. और दोनों लेयर्स कॉटन की होती है. सो निट वेयर है, फिर कुछ कुछ अलग अलग, पता नहीं मेरीनो, फ्लीस, क्या क्या इंटरनेट पे आता है. मैं तो मम्मी बन के कंफ्यूज ही हो गई दूसरी बार. फर्स्ट टाइम आई थिंक इट वाज इजियर, दिस टाइम देयर जस्ट वे टू मेनी ऑप्शंस. बट सिंपल, स्किन पे हमेशा कॉटन जाएगा, उसके ऊपर एक फुल स्लीव्स का कॉटन का लेयर आएगा, और उसके बाद तुमने जो भी स्वेटर वगैरह मोटे मोटे पहनाने हैं, वी आर परफेक्टली फाइन विद इट. ठीक है, लेकिन कैसे पता चलेगा कि अब ये मेरा बच्चा गर्म है और ठंडा तो नहीं है? पहली चीज, हाथ और पैर टच करने पे कंफर्टेबल वार्म या कोजी वार्म होते हैं. दूसरी चीज, बच्चा अगर छोटा बेबी है वो आपको सीक कर रहा है, घुस रहा है आपके अंदर अंदर, बार बार घुस रहा है. सो ये स्मॉल बेबीज कंफर्ट सीकिंग करते हैं, वो अलग बात है. लेकिन अगर ये बड़ा बच्चा जो कि नॉर्मली आराम से सो जाता है और आज फिर माँ के अंदर या जहाँ पे सोर्स ऑफ हीट है उसको सीक कर रहा है, मतलब दे आर फीलिंग कोल्ड एंड वी शुड प्रोबेबली लेयर अप. ओके. अगर हमारा बच्चा बिल्कुल लाल टमाटर हो गया है, बहुत अनकंफर्टेबल है, बार बार रात में उठ रहा है, या फिर अपने टोपे खींच खींच के फेंक रहा है, मोजे उठा उठा के फेंक रहा है, प्रोबेबली दे आर ओवर क्लोथ. तो प्लीज लेयर डाउन, मतलब एक लेयर नीचे कर देनी है. सो दिस इज हाउ यू गेट टू नो. टच करके पता चल सकता है. बच्चा ऑब्वियसली अपना डिस्कम्फर्ट बता सकता है. बच्चा अगर हीट को बहुत सीक कर रहा है या फीटल पोजीशन में गोल होके बिल्कुल बॉल बन के, अगर 6 साल का मेरी बेटी रात को अगर ऐसे सो रही है तो आई नो उसको ठंड लग रही है, तो मेरे को उसको उड़ा देना है. ठीक है, तो लेयरिंग ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है देन पुटिंग अप हेवी क्लोथ्स ऑन योर बेबी. जस्ट नो इट. ओके. ये हाँ. Newborns and preterm babies are special. Why? Because they have absolutely no thermostat as of now. Thermal regulation in babies में अभी नहीं है और उसके लिए हमें हेल्प चाहिए. ठीक है, तो हेल्प कैसे बच्चे को देनी है? बाहर से हमें उनका हीट लॉस किसी भी जगह से अगर हो रहा है तो उसको रोकना है. बस बंद कर दे. सर बच्चे का कंपेयर टू रेस्ट ऑफ द बॉडी, इट हैज परसेंटेज वाइज अगर हम अडल्ट से कंपेयर करेंगे तो दिस लार्जर सरफेस एरिया, इसीलिए वहां से हीट लॉस होने के चांसेस ज्यादा होते हैं. तो एक न्यू बॉर्न, चाहे वो मई में पैदा हुआ हो चाहे वो इस मौसम में पैदा हुआ, उसके सर को हमें ढकना ही होता है. और क्योंकि इस मौसम में पैदा हुआ है तो कोई बात नहीं, आप रूम का टेम्परेचर हीटर से, अपने एसी ब्लोअर, किसी भी चीज से आप मेंटेन अगर कर रहे हो, ओके. लेकिन न्यू बॉर्न को कैप्स, मिटन्स और कैप आप पहना सकते हो. इनिशियली स्किन क्योंकि बहुत सेंसिटिव है तो आप कॉटन का ही पहनाओ, और उसके ऊपर लगता है नहीं बहुत ठंडा है तो आप वुलन भी पहना सकते हो. ओके. दूसरा, 3 वीक्स ऑनवर्ड्स एक बार इनका वेट कंफर्टेबल 3.5-4 किलो का हो जाता है, तब भी अपनी डिस्कम्फर्ट करके जोर से रोके जब बता देते हैं, तब यू कैन लिटरली, वो बच्चे जब परेशान हो रहे हैं, पूरे लाल टमाटर हो रहा है, तो उसको शायद गर्मी लग रही होगी, तब तुम उसके कपड़े नीचे कर सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. लेकिन न्यू बॉर्न 3 to 4 वीक्स, 28 डेज के पीरियड को न्यू बॉर्न पीरियड बोलते हैं. तब लेट्स एयर ऑन दिस साइड कि चलो हमने एटलीस्ट कॉटन के लेयर थोड़े ज्यादा पहना रखा है बच्चे को. रूम टेम्परेचर की जो हम बात करते हैं, एक्चुअली बच्चे को सबसे कंफर्टेबल लगता है 26 से 28 का बीच में. तो सर्दी हो या गर्मी हो, वो टेम्परेचर मेंटेन करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. बट कभी नहीं भी होता है, हीटर हम कभी यूज भी कर सकते हैं, कभी नहीं भी होता है, तो एटलीस्ट ठंडी हवा का डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट बच्चे को हमने हर मतलब कीमत पे अवॉइड करना चाहिए. चाहे गर्मियां हैं चाहे सर्दियां हैं, ठंडी हवा का कांटेक्ट नहीं आना चाहिए बच्चे को. ओके, स्मॉल बेबीज में कोल्ड स्ट्रेस हम किसको बोलते हैं? बड़े बच्चों में हम कई बार ये बोलते हैं, जैसे 6 महीने का एक बच्चा है या 4.5, माई डॉटर इज 4.5, उसके हाथ पैर ठंडे हो सकते हैं, लेकिन उसके पेट पे मैं टच करती हूँ ना तो वो फिर भी मस्त वार्म होता है, क्योंकि हाथ ऐसे करके सो रही है वो बाहर, तो बाहर पड़े रह गए और वो ठंडे हो गए। ठीक है, इसका ये मतलब नहीं है मैं उसके मुंह तक कपड़ा डाल दूंगी या ब्लैंकेट डाल दूंगी, नहीं। बच्चे को जो भी ब्लैंकेट पहनाना है वो चेस्ट एरिया तक होना चाहिए, उससे ऊपर नहीं आना चाहिए। नहीं पता कब हाथ वाथ मार के मुंह के ऊपर डाल दे अपना। ठीक है, तो ये हाथ अगर ठंडे पड़े हैं और पेट टच करने से मस्त वार्म है, वी आर ओके। लेकिन एक न्यू बॉर्न के अगर हाथ पैर ठंडे हैं और पेट गर्म है, तो मतलब बच्चा हीट लॉस कर रहा है। इस बच्चे को आपको बंडल अप करना है। और एक्चुअली बेस्ट वे ऑफ टेम्परेचर रेगुलेशन इन अ स्मॉल बेबी स्किन टू स्किन। ठीक है, तो अपने बच्चे को अपने ऊपर अगर लिटा लेते हो, उसकी झप्पी पा लेते हो, तो बच्चा बहुत अच्छे से वार्म हो जाता है। और इस बच्चे में सांस भूलना, सिड्स का भी रिस्क बिल्कुल नहीं है, क्योंकि वो विद ब्रीदिंग, माँ की ब्रीदिंग या पापा की ब्रीदिंग से स्टिमुलेटेड रहता है और सांस लेता रहता है। ओके, सो ऑप्टिमल रूम टेम्परेचर अगर हम बात करेंगे तो 28 से 26 से 28 डिग्रीज हमें मेंटेन करना चाहिए। और क्योंकि आप हीटर यूज कर लो, एसी यूज कर लो, कुछ भी यूज मत करो, इस सीजन में बहुत ड्राइनेस होता है, तो नाक में सुट सुट गड़गड़ की आवाजें आ सकती है, नाक में तुम्हें बूगर्स दिख सकते हैं, नॉर्मली भी स्किन बहुत ड्राई हो रही होती है। तो अगर पॉसिबल है, इट इज नॉट अ मस्ट, बट अगर बच्चा बहुत परेशान हो रहा है, आप ह्यूमिडिफायर साथ में यूज कर सकते हो टू मेंटेन द ह्यूमिडिटी ऑफ द रूम एज वेल। सो मैनेजिंग सीजनल टेम्परेचर वेरिएशंस, कुछ डिग्री तक बच्चों को हमें छोड़ भी सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर बहुत एक्सट्रीम वेदर्स चल रहे हैं तो हमें मेंटेन एटलीस्ट न्यूबॉर्न के लिए करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए। ओके, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, जितना भी ज्ञान ले लो, हर बच्चा अलग होता है और उसका तरीका अपना डिस्कम्फर्ट बताने का अलग होता है। तो फर्स्ट मंथ में तो माँ और बच्चा दोनों अडेप्ट कर रहे होते हैं, बट बी वेरी सेंसिटिव और ओपन टू योर बेबीज क्यूज डिस्कम्फर्ट बताने के। वो बहुत रो रहा है तो प्लीज कपड़े कम कर दो। बहुत कॉमन होता है आजकल की हमारी ओपीडी में, बच्चे रो रो के आ रहे होते हैं, टिक ही नहीं रहे होते हैं, जैसे हम एक लेयर उतारते हैं एंड दे आर वेरी हैप्पी। ओके, सो जस्ट बी ऑन दिस थिंग, ऑन योर गार्ड, कि बच्चे को डिस्कम्फर्ट अगर हो रहा है तो वो हर चीज को कोलिक नहीं समझना है, कपड़ों की वजह से भी डिस्कम्फर्ट होता है। स्किन टू स्किन, आई टोल्ड यू, इज द बेस्ट वे टू मेंटेन योर बेबीज टेम्परेचर बोथ वेज। चेकिंग हैंड्स एंड फीट बाय टचिंग फ्रीक्वेंटली विल टेल यू कि ये बच्चा कंफर्टेबल है कि नहीं है। ओके, हीटर्स रूम में हम बिल्कुल यूज कर सकते हैं। छोटा बच्चा है, बिल्कुल बेड में ही, लाइक वी आर डूइंग बम सेलिब्रेशन, तो आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग कि ये वो वाला बच्चा होगा जो घूम फिर के हीटर को आके टच कर देगा, है ना। इज अ वेरी टाइनी, जस्ट बॉर्न होगा बेबी, तो कोई बात नहीं, इसको तो नहीं होगा। बट चलो, बड़े बच्चों की अगर हम बात करते हैं या घर पे टॉडलर भी है साथ में, बी वेरी केयरफुल। रॉड हीटर्स या फिर कोई भी ऐसा पुराना हीटर है जिसके साइड वाइड में कुछ चिप ऑफ हो रखा है जहाँ से करंट आता है, प्लीज दूर रहना। यूजुअली ऑयल हीटर्स आर द बेस्ट, क्योंकि उसमें ये सब चीजों के चांसेस कम होते हैं। दो इट टेक्स हाफ एन आवर और समथिंग टू वार्म अप, पूरा ऑयल गर्म हो जाएगा और फिर गर्म करना शुरू करता है वो कमरे में, लेकिन इसमें सबसे कम चांसेस होते हैं ड्राइनेस के भी और एक्सीडेंट्स के भी। सो वी प्रेफर ऑयल हीटर्स ओवर ब्लोअर्स, रॉड हीटर्स और डायरेक्ट फायर। ऑब्वियसली फायर या फिर कहीं भी अगर आप कुछ जलाते हो, तो स्पेशली अगर माउंटेनस, हम मनाली वगैरह की बात करते हैं, तो वहां पे घर में ही अंगीठियां वगैरह सब चलते रहती है। प्लीज यू हैव टू हैव सम वेंटिलेशन विद देम, क्योंकि विद हीटिंग या विद फायर बर्निंग कम सम सॉर्ट ऑफ CO2 या कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड उसमें रिलीज होता है, और ये अगर मेरा बच्चा इनहेल करेगा तो वो नार्कोसिस में जा सकता है, अ स्टेट वेयर दे वुडंट बी अवेयर ऑफ देयर ब्रीदिंग पैटर्न एंड मे स्टॉप ब्रीदिंग ऑल टुगेदर। अडल्ट में भी हो सकता है, पर बच्चा और ज्यादा प्रीडिस्पोज्ड है, क्योंकि अभी उसके बने ही नहीं है, क्या बोलते हैं ना, अभी सेंसिटिविटी इतनी डेवलप ही नहीं हुई है, ब्रेन अभी इमैच्योर है। सो ऑलवेज रीड द मैनुअल फॉर योर हीटर बिफोर ओपनिंग इट एंड स्टार्ट यूजिंग इट। उसको पढ़ लो, अगर कुछ स्पेशल गाइडलाइंस, जैसे ऑयल हीटर्स को बोलते हैं भाई उसके ऊपर सारे कपड़े नहीं ढक देते हैं, एंड आई हैव आल्सो डन इट लास्ट टाइम मेरी बेटी के साथ, बट नहीं करना चाहिए, उसके ऊपर कपड़े नहीं सुखाने चाहिए। बहुत कभी कुछ इमरजेंसी है तो जो हीटर है उसके पास में एक चेयर रख के वहां पे तुम अपने नापीज वापीज सुखा सकते हो, but please don't do it on top of the heater, wings of the heater. Keep the room moist. I told you, मैं ये नहीं बोल रही हूँ जाके अब तुम हीटर भी खरीदो और फिर तुम ह्यूमिडिफायर भी खरीदो, बट इफ इट इज ओके तो कोई बात नहीं, बट बहुत ज्यादा बच्चे को परेशानी हो रही है तो प्लीज ह्यूमिडिफायर यूज कर सकते हो। एंड मॉइस्चराइज बेबी स्किन एंड पैसेजेस, नेजल पैसेजेस फ्रीक्वेंटली। हाउ डू यू डू इट? सो मॉइस्चराइजेशन, इफ यू आस्क मी कि मैम आप मेरे को बता दो ब्रांड्स, तो आप हर बच्चे का स्किन अलग होता है। जो नॉर्मल बेसिक स्किन है उसमें आप XYZ कोई भी लगाना चाहते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ठीक है। लेकिन कुछ सेंसिटिव अगर स्किन वाले बच्चे होते हैं जिनको हमें स्पेशली कुछ अपग्रेड देना पड़ता है, तो हम सिटाफिल या सिबामेट या फिर बायोडर्मा ऐसे कुछ स्पेशल जो आते हैं एटोपिक बच्चों के लिए, वो हमें देना पड़ता है। बट अगर बच्चे की नॉर्मल स्किन है, तुम्हें किसी ने कोई गिफ्ट पैक दे दिया है, बस उसका लेबल पढ़ लो, उसमें ज्यादा पैराबेन्स, सल्फेट्स और ये ज्यादा केमिकल्स वगैरह नहीं है, तो हम यूज कर सकते हैं। यूजली जितने भी अच्छे ब्रांड्स हैं जो बेबी सेफ है, जो न्यूबॉर्न के लिए यूज होते हैं, उनमें ये सारी चीजें होती भी नहीं है। सो ड्राइनेस, खुजली खुजली खुजली, इचिंग, ड्राइनेस के साथ इचिंग होती ही है। और पैचेस अब ऑलरेडी शुरू हो गया है कि पूरा बच्चा कवर्ड है, मैम ये ना ये दिखाना था, एंड देन तुम कपड़े ऊपर करते हो, ये मैम ये देखो ये पैच हो गया है, इसको यहाँ ड्राइनेस हो रही है, ये पूरे फटने लग गए हैं, रेड रेड चीक्स हो गए हैं बच्चों के। तो ये सब आना शुरू हो गया है ऑलरेडी हमारे पास। जबकि अभी ठंड, आई थिंक 2 दिन से मुझे लग रहा है कि अब हमें हीटर निकालना पड़ेगा, ठंड मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा लगती है। बट द बेबीज हैव स्टार्टेड शोइंग सिम्टम्स ऑफ एक्सट्रीम ठंडा। 10 मिनट दे दो मेरे को, 10 मिनट घुमा लो इसको बस। अब वैसे इसके 2 घंटे से ज्यादा हुए नहीं है जो ये रो रही है। देवी has already started creating a fuss. Okay, so fungal infections can happen, और वो ड्राई स्किन होती है, फंगल स्पॉट्स तो हवा में होते हैं, वो आके स्किन पे बैठता है और वहां पे पैच कर देता है, तो फंगल इन्फेक्शंस भी ज्यादा होते हैं। और जो एटोपिक बच्चे हैं या सेंसिटिव स्किन वाले बच्चे हैं, उनके फ्लेयर अप्स भी बढ़ जाते हैं। सो इट्स ओके। सोल्यूशन क्या है हर चीज का? ड्राइनेस रहने नहीं देनी है। तो जहां आप मान लो, जैसे मैं इसके लिए, देवी के लिए यूज करती हूँ एक क्रीम, वो मैं दिन में पहले एक बार लगा रही थी, अब मैं उसको 3 बार लगाती हूँ, स्पेशली उसके गालों पे और लेग्स पे जो कि हाई फ्रिक्शन जोन है उसके लिए। तो अपने बच्चे का मॉइस्चराइजेशन जहां आप एक बार कर रहे थे उसको 3 बार कर दो। जहां आप सिर्फ नहाने के बाद एक बार लगाते थे, वहां पे उसको नहाने के बाद भी लगा दो। एक बार दोपहर में धूप में जब बच्चा थोड़ी देर लेट के आया उसके बाद लगा दो, रात में सोने से पहले उसको लगा दो। अगर हम नेक्स्ट बात कर ही लेते हैं, बेदिंग और मसाज की हम बात करते हैं। बेदिंग, आई एम सो हैप्पी टू सी, किसी ने ऑल्टरनेट डे आंसर किया है, किसी ने 3 दिन में। सो टू ईच देयर ओन, बिल्कुल आप पे डिपेंड करता है कि आप कितनी ठंड में रहते हो और आपकी कन्वीनियंस कैसी है। आप अभी तक रोज नहा रही है मेरी बेटी, बिकॉज वी आर कंफर्टेबल, पर लगेगा मस्त ठंड आ गई, धूप ही नहीं आती आजकल, तो जो ऐसा सीजन आता है ये जैन के अराउंड आएगा, तो हो सकता है हम 5 दिन भी उसको नहीं नहलाएंगे, बट हम रोज उसका स्पंजिंग करके उसे कपड़े जरूर चेंज करेंगे। सो हाइजीन मेंटेन करना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। लेकिन नहलाना कितनी बार है, बिल्कुल तुम्हारी बात, तुम्हारी मर्जी है। दूसरा, आज ही मैंने ओपीडी में सुना, मैम मैंने रात में इसको ना नहला दिया, तो उसके बाद से इसको फीवर आ गया। नहलाने से फीवर हो गया? ठंड लग गई थी ना। सो नहीं, उसको फीवर वैसे भी आना था क्योंकि उसने वायरल पकड़ा हुआ था, बाई चांस कोइंसिडेंटली आपने उसको नहला भी तब दिया। सो ऑब्वियसली टेम्परेचर अप्स एंड डाउन से डिस्कम्फर्ट होता है, थोड़ी रनी नोज, सुड़सुड़ सुड़सुड़ हो सकता है, क्योंकि वो नाक का, अपना नाक ना हमारा एयर कंडीशनर होता है, तो ये कोपिंग मैकेनिज्म होता है कि भाई ठंडा गर्म जो भी कांटेक्ट में बच्चे को आया उसको हम सेटल कर ले। बट उससे फीवर, जुकाम, खांसी, उल्टी, दस्त, ठंड लग गई वाला फंडा नहीं होता। ओके, तो नहला आप बिल्कुल सकते हो टू योर कन्वीनियंस। और जब बच्चा बीमार है, ऐसा नहीं है तब नहलाना नहीं है, प्लीज हाइजीन मेंटेन करनी है। रोज नहीं नहला सकते, बहुत बीमार है तो 2 दिन में नहला दो, बट बच्चा मस्त खेल कूद रहा है, जस्ट बिकॉज जुकाम खांसी है तो हम नहला नहीं रहे, ऐसा करने की जरूरत नहीं है। मसाज भी बिल्कुल आपकी मर्जी है, आप अगर रोज नहला रहे हो आप रोज मसाज भी कर लो। लेकिन अगर आप रोज नहीं नहला रहे हो ठंड के हिसाब से, तो आप जिस दिन नहलाते हो उस दिन तो मस्त मसाज करो, सर की, मुंह की, पूरे की। लेकिन क्योंकि इसी सीजन में क्रेडल कैप, सर पे जो ये मैल मैल सा जम जाता है वो भी भर भर के छोटे बेबीज को आता है, वी एडवाइज जिस दिन आप नहीं नहलाने वाले हो उस दिन सर पे तेल मत लगाइए प्लीज। आप मालिश कर दिया, अगर स्किन बहुत ड्राई और अंदर ही घुस गया तेल, और स्किन भी सपोर्ट कर रही है मसाज, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट मुंह पे और सर पे तेल नहीं लगाना। हाथ मुंह पैर पोंछ के बस मॉइस्चराइजर लगा दो, ठीक है। कई बच्चों में कोकोनट ऑयल भी एज मॉइस्चराइजर बढ़िया काम करता है, तो हम उसको नहीं छेड़ते। लाइक आई टोल्ड यू, जो आपके बच्चे को सूट कर रहा है ठीक है, बट जो सेंसिटिव स्किन है, जिसको सूट नहीं कर रहा है, वो तेल ना लगाएं और वो मॉइस्चराइजर यूज करें। ओके, और फीडिंग, मैम मैं ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग हूँ, मैं अपना दूध पिला रही हूँ, अगर मैं आइसक्रीम खाऊंगी तो मेरे बच्चे को ठंड लग जाएगी? नहीं। मैम अगर मैं ऑरेंज खाऊंगी तो मेरे बच्चे का दूध, पता नहीं क्या दूध फट जाएगा, दूध फटा फटा निकालता है, पता नहीं क्या मिथ है वो अजीब सा। नहीं, विटामिन सी आप और आपके बच्चे दोनों के लिए जरूरी है। अगर मैं खट्टे फ्रूट्स खाऊंगी तो जुकाम खांसी हो जाएगा क्या? डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट। सो बेसिकली फंडा बहुत सिंपल है कि अगर आप अपने बच्चे को हेल्दी डाइट देना चाहते हो थ्रू योर मिल्क, तो आपको भी होलसम हेल्दी डाइट लेना है, ठीक है, तो उसके लिए सीजनल फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स आपके डाइट में होना चाहिए। पर अगर आपको, या अगर मैं 5 साल के बच्चे की बात करूं जिसका ऑलरेडी गला खराब है, उसको ऑलरेडी वायरल हो रखा है, उसको गले में दर्द नहीं है और उसने खा लिया, कुछ खट्टा खा लिया और उसको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ, आई एम ओके। पर कुछ बच्चों के तो तेल भी गले में लग रहा होता है ना, वो घर का सब्जी भी नहीं खा पाते हैं, गला इतना सोर है, तो ऑब्वियसली खट्टे फ्रूट में सिट्रिक एसिड होता है, एसिडिक होगा तो वो भी गले में लगेगा। तो अगर गला ऑलरेडी खराब है, आप मत खाओ खट्टा फ्रूट। लेकिन नॉर्मल अच्छी खासी हेल्दी मदर, प्रेग्नेंट, ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग या नॉर्मल एक बेबी 6 मंथ्स के बाद जो सॉलिड्स खाता है, उसको आप सारे सीजनल फ्रूट्स एज अप्रोप्रिएट कंसिस्टेंसी में दे सकते हो। ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है कि खट्टा खाया तो मेरे बच्चे का गला खराब हो जाएगा। गला खराब है तो अवॉइड कर लो, जब ठीक हो जाता है तो दे दो। कोविड में कितनी भर भर के लिम्सी की गोलियां खाई थी सबने, क्यों खाई थी? वो विटामिन सी तो होता है, विटामिन सी हीलिंग, वियर एंड टियर, कोलाजन, इम्यूनिटी, एंटीऑक्सीडेंट, कितने सारे रोल हैं, गूगल करो तो इतने बड़े बड़े आर्टिकल्स आते रहते हैं। सो नो, यू डोंट हैव टू शट डाउन एवरीथिंग। सीजन में जो भी फ्रूट आता है, इट इज मेंट टू बी टेकन इन दैट सीजन। और फूड्स के अराउंड 2 कॉमन मिथ्स जो आप लोग पूछते हो कि अगर मैंने दही खिला दिया तो क्या मेरे बच्चे को जुकाम हो जाएगा? डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट। दही फ्रिज का मत दो। ठंडा तो गले में, कुछ भी ठंडा ठंडा एकदम हवा लगती है तो भी छींके आती है, और ठंडा गले में लगता है तो स्पैज़म, इट्स अ फिजिकल थिंग, तो बच्चा खांस सकता है, कॉफ कर सकता है, तो ठंडा मत दो। बट नॉर्मल बाहर निकला हुआ तुम बिल्कुल दे सकते हो। आई ऑलवेज टेल, प्लीज चूज योर बैटल्स वाइजली। घर वाले बहुत चूचू कर रहे हैं दही के अराउंड, तो आई वुड सजेस्ट कि आप दोपहर में खिला दो, जब धूप निकली है तब खिला दो। बट डीप डाउन यू शुड नो इट्स अ मिथ, दही खाने से जुकाम खांसी नहीं होता है। जब जुकाम खांसी होता है, क्या मैं दूध दे सकती हूँ? दूध में पत्ती डाल दूं? ये मैं रील बनाने वाली हूँ। मतलब आज मैं ऑलरेडी एक दादी के साथ ऑलमोस्ट हेड ऑन हो गया। मैंने बोला ना आज मूड वैसे भी खराब है, मैम हम चाय नहीं पिलाते हैं, दूध में थोड़ी पत्ती डालते हैं। प्लीज नहीं डालना दूध में पत्ती, क्योंकि वो भी चाय है और वो एसिडिक होता है और वो बच्चे को एसिडिटी और करेगा। तो जो बच्चा ऑलरेडी बीमार है वो फिर उल्टियां और करने लग जाएगा। विद सेम हैपेंड विद दिस बेबी जिसकी दादी की मैं बात कर रही हूँ, कि चाय तो गरमाइश देती है। मैंने कहा आंटी अपनी गरमाइश आप मत दो बच्चे को, थोड़े दिन उसको ठीक होने दो। सो प्लीज दूध, जो छोटा बेबी हो तो दूध पिएगा ही, बड़े लोग भी इन मॉडरेशन पी सकते हैं। ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि दूध पीने से कॉफ बन जाता है। डेयरी इज इन्फ्लेमेटरी इन नेचर, लेकिन स्मॉल क्वांटिटीज में जो बच्चा ले रहा है और जो बीमार है वो सिर्फ वही ले रहा है, तो वो इतना रिस्ट्रिक्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है। ओके, हल्दी वाला दूध बहुत सारे लोग पूछते हैं, तो हल्दी वाला दूध बिल्कुल आप पी सकते हो, एक ग्लास। ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग या प्रेग्नेंट मदर्स कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हल्दी इज नॉट गोइंग टू कॉज एनी इश्यूज, इट्स अ सुपर फूड इन विंटर्स, तो इन मॉडरेशन आप बिल्कुल ले सकते हो। Okay, so mota mota, I think this was the PPT. Now let's take a few questions. I think we have 10 some more minutes. शालू, हम कुछ questions देख सकते हैं क्या?
Yes, we'll open the chat box and people can ask the questions in the chat box. Just give us 10 seconds. Meanwhile, I think one mother has already asked about cluster feeding. के बच्चा cluster feeding कर रहा है, तो how to break that?
तो बाबा क्लस्टर फीडिंग तुमने ब्रेक करने की सोचना नहीं है। देखो, जब बच्चे को बहुत सपोर्ट चाहिए, अगर तब हम वो सपोर्ट उससे ले लेंगे तो बच्चा कैसे फंक्शन करेगा? क्लस्टर फीडिंग का मतलब ही ये होता है कि बेबी इज इन नीड ऑफ मोर डिमांड, और वो कंफर्ट फीड अगर ज्यादा कर रहा है, उसको कोई ग्रोथ स्पर्ट आ रहा है, ठीक है, उसको अगर कोई माइलस्टोन अभी अचीव करने वाला है, वो तुम्हें बार बार सकल करता है। ले फेजेस में होता है, कभी हुआ था 3-4 दिन के लिए फिर सेटल हो गया। अगर ये कॉन्टिन्यूअसली चल रहा है देन वी नीड टू लुक इनटू इट कि ऐसे क्यों हो रहा है। बट अगर 2 हफ्ते होके बच्चा ठीक हो गया, फिर थोड़े दिन करता है ठीक हो गया, तो उसको तुमने ब्रेक करने की कोशिश नहीं करनी। यू नीड टू नो मेरा बच्चा क्यों कर रहा है। जब हमको ये लगता है ना मेरा दूध कम है, तब हम टेंशन में आते हैं, लेकिन आपका दूध कम नहीं होता, बच्चा इज मेकिंग श्योर कि आने वाले दिनों में मेरा दूध मस्त रहे। ओके, सो क्लस्टर फीडिंग इज एब्सोल्युटली नॉर्मल, बट आई ऑलवेज टेल मदर्स, एक ब्रेस्ट पे 30 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं, नहीं तो यू लैंड अप विद सोर निपल्स, वो मुझे नहीं चाहिए। ठीक है, तो अगर कभी कभी करता है, इट्स ओके, इट विल पास, डोंट वरी। ओके,
एक बड़ा डरावना सा क्वेश्चन अबाउट हनी टू द न्यूबॉर्न्स. आई थिंक दिस इज वन traditional which we
अच्छा,
need to break. So yeah, please let us know about that.
तो हनी मुझे अभी तक नहीं समझ आया देते क्यों है। दो आई थिंक आई हैव लिटरली हाथ भी पकड़ा है मैंने कुछ दादियों का कि नहीं आंटी ये नहीं देना, मम्मी को खिला दो, मम्मी के दूध से बेबी को मिल जाएगा। सो हनी सी घुट्टी, हनी घुट्टी को भी एक्चुअली हमने इसीलिए हम इतना मना करते हैं क्योंकि हमें नहीं पता होता कौन सी चीज में हनी घुसा हुआ है। हनी इतने छोटे बेबी के इंटेस्टाइन्स में बॉट्यूलिनम करके एक टॉक्सिन हो सकता है हनी में, बड़ा बंदा एक बार को झेल भी जाए, न्यूबॉर्न तो बिल्कुल नहीं झेलता। और उससे सिर्फ ये नहीं, गैस्ट्रोएंटराइटिस हो गया, डायरिया हो गया, कुछ हो गया, उससे पैरालिसिस हो सकता है क्योंकि वो मोटर न्यूरॉन्स पे जाके भी इंजरी करता है। तो 100 में से या 1000 में से एक बच्चे को हमने 1000 बच्चों को हनी दिया, सिर्फ एक बच्चे को बॉटुलिनम हुआ। पर वो एक बच्चा भी इतना डेंजरस है ना वो बीमारी। जैसे रेबीज किसी बच्चे को कुत्ता काटता है, चाहे घर का कुत्ता हो, फिर भी हम दवाई मतलब इंजेक्शंस लगवाते हैं ना, बिकॉज वी कांट टेक रिस्क देयर। हनी इज द सेम। अगर एक बच्चे को भी वो बॉटुलिनम हुआ ना, तो वी रियली डोंट हैव अ लॉट टू ट्रीट दिस चाइल्ड विद, एंड द बेबी विल हैव, मतलब पता नहीं बचेगा भी कि भी नहीं बचेगा। इसीलिए हनी के लिए हम इतना अग्रेसिवली मना करते हैं। फर्स्ट बर्थडे के बाद दे सकते हो, क्योंकि तब तक इंटेस्टाइन्स कुछ मैच्योर हो जाती है। बट मैं तो अपने बड़ी बेटी को अभी तक मुझे डर लगता है, एंड वी यूज ओनली वेरी रिलायबल सोर्सेज, कि मतलब उन्होंने अच्छे से स्टेरिलाइज करके हनी प्रोसेस करके हमको दिया है। सो प्लीज घर वालों को समझाओ, आपको सिर्फ मुंह मीठा कराना है। आपको बच्चे को किसी के हाथ से दिलवाते हैं ना कि इसकी अच्छी क्वालिटीज बेबी में आ जाए, तो टेल देम कि आप माँ का दूध थोड़ा सा एक्सप्रेस करके कटोरी में जो कोलोस्ट्रम निकलता है वो उस बंदे के हाथ से बच्चे के अंदर डलवा दो, बट बेबी को नहीं चटा, बिल्कुल भी नहीं चटा।
ओके, देयर इज अनदर क्वेश्चन कि जो बच्चे थोड़े बड़े हैं 6 महीने के, तो स्टार्टिंग सॉलिड फूड्स इन विंटर, व्हाट आर द टिप्स फॉर दैट?
सो नथिंग बाबा, देर आर एब्सोल्युटली नो चेंजेस, है ना। वही वही फंडा रहता है कि हम केला, क्योंकि केला कई लोगों का फर्स्ट फूड होता है, तो हम केला दे सकते हैं, हम दही खिला सकते हैं, हम चावल दे सकते हैं, मतलब सूजी का खीर बना के दे दे चावल की जगह। देर आर एब्सोल्युटली नो डिफरेंसेस, ठंड हो या गर्मी हो, इंटेस्टाइन्स की या बच्चे का डेवलपमेंट थोड़ा चेंज हो जाता है, तो तुम बिंदास खिलाओ जैसे तुम्हारा मन है। मैं यूजली एडवाइस करती हूँ फ्रूट्स वेजिटेबल प्यूरेज, या फिर अच्छे से मैश करके केले को हाथ से हम दे सकते हैं। लेकिन कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं है कि हम समर्स में शुरू करते हैं कि विंटर्स में। एज अप्रोप्रिएट कंसिस्टेंसी में तुम्हें देना है, और हमेशा ये याद रखना है उस सीजन का जो भी फ्रूट है वो हमें बच्चे को जरूर देना है। बट जो भी शुरू करोगे दिन में शुरू करना, इवनिंग में नहीं। कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट शाम के टाइम नहीं करना, मॉर्निंग ब्रेकफास्ट टाइम से शुरू करना।
Okay, so if mother is taking any antibiotics, does that have any effect on the child?
सो एंटीबायोटिक्स का कुछ कुछ मॉलिक्यूल्स तो दूध से बच्चे के अंदर जाएंगे, ठीक है, बट बहुत कम एंटीबायोटिक्स होते हैं जिनकी स्टडीज या तो नहीं है या फिर वो बहुत ही हैवी है। हमें पता है कि बच्चे के इंटेस्टाइन्स के जो गुड बैक्टीरिया सारे ही वॉश ऑफ हो जाएंगे। उसमें सिर्फ हम मिल्क आउटपुट मदर का मतलब बोलते हैं आप फेंक दो मत पिलाओ। 99% ऑफ द केसेस कुछ जेन्युइन रीजन है, आप एंटीबायोटिक खा रहे हो, आप बिल्कुल खा सकते हो, लेकिन दूध बंद करने की जरूरत नहीं होती है। जस्ट टेल योर डॉक्टर कि भैया मेरे को सबसे माइल्डेस्ट वाला एंटीबायोटिक आप दे दे, क्योंकि मैं दूध भी पिलाती हूँ। बट ये बहुत कॉमन है स्मॉल टाउन्स में या बहुत जगह, आप अपना दूध पिलाना बंद कर दो, आपको ये दवाई देनी ही है। तो वो दवाई, एंड आई गेट अ लॉट ऑफ कंसल्ट्स ऑल्सो कि मैम ये सब दवाई, वो यूजली सब सेफ होती है दवाइयाँ, हमें बंद करने की जरूरत नहीं होती। आप जरूरत है रूट कैनाल भी करा सकते हो, जरूरत है दांत उखाड़ भी सकते हो। पेन में कोई हम नहीं बोलते कि आप परेशान रहो, बट हम थोड़ा जुडिशियस यूज ऑफ एंटीबायोटिक्स एडवाइस करते हैं।
Okay, there are a lot of questions about home remedies for like cough and cold, and I see a lot of mothers being very wary of कि बच्चे को दवाई नहीं देना है. So what is your
So
opinion on
one
that?
thing, it is a very good thing that you don't want to treat your kids. Even pediatricians strongly believe in giving minimal medicines. Okay, so one thing is, do not consider normal गुड गुड सुड़ सुड़ जो बच्चों का चलते रहता है पूरी सर्दियों में, कि दिस इज कोल्ड एंड इट इज टू बी ट्रीटेड। इट इज नॉट टू बी ट्रीटेड। ओके, वट एवर मॉर्निंग में जो तुम सुड़ सुड़ सुनते हो, 3 बजे के बाद रात में सोने में तुम्हें आवाजें आने लगती है, या फिर सुबह नहाने के बाद एकदम से थोड़ी देर के लिए नाक बहता है, देन इट इज normal. It is not to be treated. It is okay. It is baby's coping mechanism to the changing weather. Okay, कई लोग बोलते हैं जन्म से इसको तो जुकाम है, मैम ये तो 3 महीने से जुकाम चला आ रहा है, सो दैट जुकाम इज नॉट टू बी ट्रीटेड। ओके, बट बहुत ज्यादा है, रात की नींद बच्चे की डिस्टर्ब हो रही है, कॉफ कर करके बच्चा उल्टियां कर रहा है, या फिर बहुत गंदा रनी नोज है, तो आप दवाई दे सकते हो। नाक खोलने के लिए अब घर के नुस्खे जैसे हो गए कि हम मस्टर्ड ऑयल लगा देते हैं, अगर बच्चे की स्किन में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो इट्स ओके, पैरों पे लगा देते हो। अजवाइन की पोटली मैं नहीं एडवाइस करती, क्योंकि वो अगर खुल गई और अजवाइन नाक या कान में घुस गया तो मुझे भी नहीं समझ आएगा मैं उसे कैसे ट्रीट करूं। सो विल नॉट टेक एनी रिस्क देयर। लेकिन तुम बोलते हो विक्स वेपर अब लगा ले क्या हम, तो वो 6 मंथ से बड़े बच्चे में स्किन पे डायरेक्टली ना लगा के नीचे वाले कपड़े पे लगा दो, उसकी स्मेल से नाक खुल जाएगा। सो घर में स्टीम तुम सेफली दे देते हो, दैट इज ओके। तुमने उसको गरमाइश दे दी वो ठीक है, बट कुछ भी मुंह में डालना 6 मंथ से पहले एज जायफल घुट्टी XYZ वो नहीं, और अजवाइन की पोटली नाक के आसपास नहीं, बस ये दोनों चीजें नहीं करना। बाकी अगर कोई सेफ चीज है तो यू कैन डू इट, मेरे को भी बता देना।
There are also a lot of questions about animal milk, like when to start, should you start? So
So 6 month onwards, you can start animal milk in cooking. it is safe. But now that WHO has changed its narrative about start 6 महीने के बाद आप कुछ भी दे दो, हमारे सिचुएशन में वो लागू ऐसे कैसे नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि हमारे कंट्री में अभी भी 9 महीने का बच्चा भी दो दो, कई बार मतलब 3-3 4-4 बॉटल्स भी पी रहा होता है. तो 500-600 ml कुछ भी एनिमल मिल्क अगर बच्चे में जाएगा तो बच्चा विल लैंड अप इन कॉन्स्टिपेशन एंड अ लॉट ऑफ आयरन डेफिशिएंसी एनीमिया. The study which WHO quotes about this new changing guideline, उस स्टडी में भी जितने भी पैरामीटर्स उन्होंने पढ़े हैं, वैसे तो उन्होंने कॉन्स्टिपेशन नहीं पढ़ा, बट उन्होंने आयरन डेफिशिएंसी एनीमिया पढ़ा है और ये बोला है कि हाँ वो तो जरूर होता है एनिमल मिल्क वाले बच्चों पे. सो व्हाट माय एडवाइस वुड बी, अगर मैं अपने बच्चे की बात करती हूँ, 6 मंथ ऑनवर्ड्स कुकिंग में आप एनिमल मिल्क या जो भी आप घर में चाय बनाने के लिए अपने लिए यूज करते हो बच्चे के लिए यूज करो. फर्स्ट बर्थडे के बाद तुम एनिमल मिल्क जितना देना है दो, बट जितना भी क्या 250 से 300 ml से ज्यादा नहीं देना चाहिए. उससे पहले आप अपना ही दूध कंटिन्यू करो एंड एड ऑन सॉलिड्स, 2 मील 3 मील 4 मील, बाकी आप अपना ही दूध पिलाओ. जो एक ये ट्रेंड है ना कि बोतल भर भर के बच्चे को दूध देना ही है, मतलब बच्चे को ग्रोथ का मतलब है बोतलें घुसा दो, दैट इज रॉन्ग ट्रेंड. वो ट्रेंड खत्म करो. तो WHO की गाइडलाइन ऐसे कैसे हम ले लें, हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट टू ईच देयर ओन. आई कैन नॉट रियली घुसो इन योर घर का सिस्टम. वहां पे अगर बहुत बोल रहे हैं हम फॉर्मूला नहीं देंगे, तो प्लीज गेट इन टच विद योर डॉक्टर, स्टार्ट आयरन सप्लीमेंटेशन एंड कैल्शियम इफ नीडेड.
Madhvi, there are more than 150 questions, but looking at the time sensitivity, I think I'll club the most common question into one. A lot of people are asking about poop colors and poop consistency. So if you can speak
तो
about
मेरे को
that.
लग रहा है तुम ना मुझे गंदे गंदे पूप के फोटोज भेज दो, एक बार ना मेरे को डीएम्स कर दो, मैं इकट्ठे करके एक रील बना के डाल देती हूँ. पॉटी एंड न्यू मदर्स, बाय गॉड सम डेंजरस कॉम्बिनेशन. सो पॉटी यूजली कुछ भी हो सब चलता है, दो चीजें हमें नहीं चलता है. किसी भी पॉटी के साथ अगर मेरा बच्चा डिस्कम्फर्ट में है, वी हैव टू ट्रीट इट. अदरवाइज अगर सिर्फ बच्चा प्लेफुल हैप्पी पासिंग गैस दूध पी रहा है या खाना खा रहा है और पॉटी गंदी संदी कर रहा है, सिर्फ कभी भी पॉटी में ब्लड नहीं होना चाहिए, या ब्लैक टारी मेरे बालों जैसे काली पॉटी नहीं होनी चाहिए. ये दोनों अगर चीजें हैं, यू हैव टू गेट इन टच विद योर डॉक्टर. या कभी भी पॉटी कैसी भी है, सब विद फीवर वॉमिटिंग और एनी डिस्कम्फर्ट, ऑब्वियस डिस्कम्फर्ट टू द चाइल्ड, वी सी अ डॉक्टर.
Guys, we cannot pick up 150 questions, so I would request all of you to stay till the end. और अगर हमारे पास time बचता है and माधुरी के पास भी time है, we can maybe pick a few more questions. But right now, looking at the time sensitivity, we have 2 more sessions to go. But Madhvi, while listening to your session and with that, 10 minute रुक जाओ, I realized one thing कि चाहे आपका 10 साल का बच्चा हो, जैसे कि मेरी है 10 साल की बेटियां, चाहे 10 महीने का बच्चा हो, चाहे 1 मिलियन फॉलोअर्स हो, चाहे 100 हो, आई थिंक अ मॉम लाइफ इज गोइंग टू रिमेन अ मॉम लाइफ. So kudos to all the mommies who are, balancing
True,
all these things
true. I
now.
think I will just end my this thing with this one thing. Mommy's motherhood is not easy. It is very difficult. बहुत मुश्किल है, तभी मैं तुम लोग की साइड लेती रहती हूँ, XYZ, है ना. लेकिन when it comes to your baby, always remember when there are difficult times, no, you signed up for it. ठीक है, ये मैं आई थिंक तुम्हें बोल रही हूँ और साथ में अपने आप को भी सुना रही हूँ बिकॉज आई हैड अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट 2 nights, मतलब नहीं या बैड 2 nights. सो वी साइंड अप फॉर इट, है ना. तो और किसी के लिए नहीं, अपने बेबी के लिए विल हैव टू बी देयर. सो इट्स ओके, कम बेबी, say hi to everybody and then we'll do. Hi, bye. All the new mommies, God bless you, God bless you. Lots of love from me and Dale.
Thank
Bye.
you so much, Madhvi. It was amazing session, and I think all the moms were very excited to see you anyways. Thank you for being with us. So guys, please stay tuned. If Madhvi has more time, we'll pick up more questions later. And we are already halfway through our bump celebration. 2 sessions down and 2 more to go. But before we move ahead, we'll do the announcement for the giveaway. The second reason that all of us are here, amazing gift hamper. So I would request Avni to come on board and tell us a little bit about the brands and the giveaway associated with us today.
Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing great today. So I know we have amazing brands lined up for this bum celebration as well. We have Moms and Co, with which is a great skincare expert brand. Then we have Zook. We have Shumi Toys. You, of course, the winner will get. Toys as well. Also, attendees, we have something for each one of you. We have vouchers for each and everybody. So stay tuned till the end. of the sessions. And we have Little Cherry, which is a healthy food supplement brand for the kids. Then we have our own super bottoms, and we really want you all to stay till the end for the giveaway and for amazing lineup of sessions. Mm, Shalu, please take over. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Avni. So that brings us to our third session for the day. We have Jayashree with us today. Jayashree is our very own in-house cloth diapering consultant and expert. She has helped thousands of parents, as I said in the beginning, to start their cloth diapering journey, and not just start but sustain. As we all know that anything new that we begin has a learning curve, and so does cloth diapering. So before we begin the session, there are a lot of myths about diapering, cloth diapering. So we'll quickly run two questions of poll, and let us understand how much we actually know about cloth diapering, and then we'll start the session about it. So there are two questions. First one is, how many years does it take for a disposable diaper to decompose? It takes 5 years, 250 years, 500 years, or it can never be decomposed. Let us know, what do you think? And the second question is, how many diapers do you need for your child from day one, like from a newborn baby till the time they are potty trained? So you need 16 diapers, 160 diapers, 1600 diapers, or 16,000 diapers. Let's take 10 more seconds. All right, very interesting answers, Jayashree, we have here. A lot of people think that it takes 5 years for a disposable diaper to decompose, while a lot of them think, almost 50%, that it can never be decomposed. And more than 50% people think that you need 16,000 diapers to sustain the cloth diapering journey of the baby. So over to you, Jayashree, to burst these myths.
Thank you, Shalu. So I think we'll be answering these questions. Most of you have got it right. So we'll be answering these questions while we go through the presentation and while we talk about cloth diapers, right? I am here today to talk about Super Bottoms cloth diapers. I'm sure all of you have in your mind that what are the options that you guys have at Super Bottoms for your babies, what are basically cloth diapers, and which product to choose when, right? So today we'll discuss everything so that all your doubts are cleared. So basically, we all are aware about two options that are easily available. We have all heard about disposable diapers. We have heard about langos, right? Now, what are these basically? As new parents to be, you are all confused at which one to choose, right? So now let's talk about disposable diaper first. The disposable diapers, yes, they are waterproof and stay dry because there is gel and chemical in it. There are harmful chemicals in it, which makes it waterproof and stay dry. These harmful chemicals cannot be very safe for the baby. There have been a lot of researchers that there is phthalates in disposable diaper. Phthalate is a chemical again, which is present in disposable diaper, which might not be safe for your babies, right? Now, each disposable diaper, the question which we had in our poll, that how long does a disposable diaper take to decompose? So it takes more than 500 years. So there is a chance that it is not going to get decomposed at all, right? So so it is going to take a lot of time to get decomposed, so it's not environmental friendly. Now, it is going to last long. Disposable diapers do last long because there is gel and chemical in it, but they are not cost friendly as well, because you're going to spend money again and again on buying disposable diapers again and again, right? Till the baby gets turned 3 years, you're going to spend a lot of money on a disposable diaper. Now, talking about the langot, the langots we have been using through generations in India, especially, where we prefer using cloth for the baby. So we have been using langots for generations altogether. They are very comfortable to use, but they are very at the same time they are messy, because the babies feels wetness as soon as he pees in it. And the second thing is, the pee is going to come out instantly as soon as the baby pees in it, right? So it can be a little messy. It's safe though, because it's made up of cloth, while langots are not waterproof also. They are because it's made up of single layer of cloth, they are not waterproof. They are obviously eco-friendly, Now what do? Like, we want to use cloth, and we also want, in this day and time where we are a nuclear family, most of the parents, I also stay in a nuclear family, and that's how I started using cloth diapers for my baby. As a parent, we want to use something which is safe for our baby, while it gives us the convenience of a disposable diaper, right? So we at Super Bottoms made this diaper which gives you the goodness of both the worlds. That is the combination of cloth while the convenience of a disposable diaper with the form of Uno. The diaper's name is Super Bottoms Uno, which you see on your screen, right? So now, what is this Super Bottoms Uno diaper? Let's see that. Now, what are the features of Super Bottoms Uno cloth diaper, right? No, when you talk about Uno cloth diaper at Super Bottoms, you have two sizes majorly that you can choose as parents. You, for newborn mothers, newborn babies, like you going to be parents, you can choose the newborn Uno cloth diaper, which is going to fit right from birth, right from 2.5 kgs till almost 3 months, 7 kgs. Then you have a diaper called as free size Uno diaper, which is going to fit from 3 months till 3 years. Okay, so both these diapers, what are the features, major features of these cloth diapers, or basically what are these cloth diapers? So three distinctive features of these diapers are that they are skin friendly, they're just made up of cloth, so they're very safe to be used. There is zero chemicals in them. They are washable and reusable, so they are very economical and eco-friendly. You're not going to spend anything uh, like a disposable diaper, because you buy a set of diapers and you keep washing and reusing them again. You're not throwing away anything. That way, they are also eco-friendly. Now, you might be wondering that how is this diaper made up of cloth going to give baby the comfort, is going to give baby the dryness, right? So now the Super Bottoms Uno cloth diaper has a layer on top of it, which is going to ensure that the baby stays dry. It's a cloth made up of dry feel fabric itself, which is going to ensure that the baby stays dry. And the pads are made up of organic cotton, which is going to ensure that the diaper lasts overnight. So the free size Uno diaper can last overnight because it is made up of high absorbency fabric, which is organic cotton. Okay, and the newborn Uno, as any newborn baby's diaper, needs to be changed frequently for around 3 hours in the daytime and 4 to 5 hours at night, right? And there is a waterproof outer of the diaper which is going to contain all the mess inside. So from inside, the baby stays dry and feels comfortable, while from outside, the waterproof outer keeps everything secured inside. That gives the convenience to parents to use it for prolonged hours of times, right? Now, you might be thinking that I said about free size Uno that it fits from 3 months till 3 years, and how is it going to work? So the buttons which are there on the free size Uno, they are resizable, so the diaper can basically stretch and grow as per your baby's size. The same diaper can work for your baby from 3 months till 3 years. You can keep using the same diapers again and again, wash and reuse it till the baby gets trained. Now, how much should I buy? The next important question that comes to any parent's mind is that how many cloth diapers should we buy, right? So you need only 16 cloth diapers for 3 years. That's right, that you do not need more than that. 16 is also a maximum number that you would need. Basically, if someone uses 5 to 6 diapers in a day, that is, they use diapers 24/7, they need 5 to 6 diapers in a day, so they will need a maximum of 16 diapers only for 3 years, right? So let's do a quick math that how much is this 16 diapers going to cost, and what if someone uses a disposable diaper? Let's do a quick math. So if you end up using disposable diapers till 3 years, you are going to end up spending 45,000 rupees on disposable diapers, because you're going to so each disposable diaper is around 10 rupees per diaper, and you keep buying it again and again till 3 years, right? While if you go for Uno cloth diapers, you need just 16 diapers, and you're going to save 70%, 74% of your money on cloth diapers, because it's just going to cost you 11,664 rupees. Yeah, so that's so cool. You are not also throwing anything away, you're not filling the landfills, and you're saving a lot of money, right? So that is how the major benefits of shifting to cloth diapers are that you're going to save a lot, the baby is safe, there's no gel and chemical use, while you are also not throwing away or filling any landfills, right, with cloth diapers. Let's see what are the other options excuse me, options that you have for your babies. So we all hear a lot of things from our elders at home, that we should give a lot of free time to the baby. We should not use diapers the whole day. So it is each for each it's their own choice. But yes, diaper free time is good for babies. That can be between diaper changes. For people who use diapers the whole day, they can give us some free time in between two diaper changes. Or people who want to leave the baby free in the daytime can give a lot of diaper free time to the baby in the daytime, during massage time, during bath time, right? Basically the time when you're not using any diapers in the baby, you want to leave the baby free. Now, what are the options normally we have in market for diaper free time is regular langots or regular you have regular underwears, right, for babies. Now these can be really messy, because langots and underwear, single layer langots and underwears do not hold any urine. They do not have any dry feel on it, so the baby is going to feel uncomfortable instantly, and there's going to be a pool of urine outside the baby, right? So Super Bottoms has two great products for diaper free time. That is for smaller babies up to 9 months, right, from birth till 9 months. You have dry feel langots, okay, and then for older babies who are 9 months till 4 years, we have padded underwears for them. So now, what are these basically? What are these two products? Let's see that. Now, dry feel langots, as the name suggests, has a dry feel layer on the inside, which is going to make sure that the baby stays dry as soon as the baby pees on the langot. Okay, the baby is going to stay dry, and it has a 3 layers of padding. So both the products have a 3 layer cotton padding, that is the dry feel langot as well as the padded underwear, which is going to hold one accidental urine in it. Okay, though they are not fully waterproof, they are semi-waterproof products. So after one urine, there is a chances that it might get damp from outside, because it's a diaper-free time product and it's not a diaper, right? So we can use it while we want to leave the baby free, while the baby stays comfortable. And the accidental pee doesn't create a mess, which a regular langot or a regular padded underwear does, right? Now talking about as I told about the langots, talking about the padded underwear are for slightly older kids who have started crawling, walking, or parents have started potty training their babies, right? So while during the potty training phase, or during the phase where the baby has started walking, if you use the regular underwear, there's going to be a lot of urine on the floor. There's going to be accidental pees if you miss taking the baby to the potty seat, right, every hour. So the padded underwear can hold the accidental pee while keeping the baby comfortable and keeping your floor mess free, right? So these are the two diaper free time options that you have for your babies. So new parents to be, please check out the dry feel langots. They are great for the diaper free time in the initial few months, while you want to use diapers at night, but you want to also give a mess free diaper free time to your baby. Yeah. And as the baby grows, you would want to shift from the regular diapers, or you would want to shift from dry feel langots to padded underwear. So we also have regular undergarments for babies, which is our super soft underwear, right? So why is it called super soft underwear? Because that, as the name suggests, it is very super soft, buttery soft, which is approved by all the kids as well. Compared to the regular underwears that are available in the market, the super soft underwears are very stretchy. The tags are made such that it doesn't irritate baby skin, and it has bamboo in it. So the main aspect or main feature of the super soft underwear is that the bamboo fabric which is used in the product, which is antibacterial in nature, and it is very supposed to be very soft and stretchy compared to the regular fabric which is used in underwears. Yeah, so you can check out the super soft underwears, which are from 6 months till 8 years. We have different styles like briefs, bloomers, boy shorts for girls. We have trunks for boys. So you can check them out on our website. We have beautiful colors in super soft underwears. And as I said, the fabric is the best thing about the product. And as soon as you touch it, as soon as your baby touches it, I'm sure they would love the product, right? So this is again a product which parents of older kids, or parents of as soon as the a kid turns 6 months, parents can check out for their babies. The next product that we have is for new mommies or moms to be. Yeah, we have, or all the ladies out there, we have period range products at Super Bottoms. So we have something called as period underwear at Super Bottoms. Okay, so this can be used for postpartum bleeding as well. Now, what is the feature of this period underwear? So they are made up of bamboo fabric. Again, the majority of the fabric is bamboo. So as a new mother, may it be a C-section delivery or a vaginal delivery, it's very important that during the initial bleeding you wear something which is very comfortable, which is safe to be used. So this period underwear is apt for that because it is made up of bamboo fabric, which is very safe to be used and very antibacterial in nature. So it keeps all the infections at bay, right? Using the correct product and you washing it well is the key to use the product. Okay. So now what is this period underwear? So it's an all-in-one product basically. It's an alternative to disposable pads or disposable tampons which one uses. It's a sustainable, eco-friendly option, chemical-free option which one can choose, with padding all over the crotch region, which can ensure ensure an absorbency of up to 8 hours based on the bleeding pattern of the woman, that is. Though for hygiene reason, we do recommend changing it every 4 to 6 hours depending on your bleeding pattern. And as I said, this is apt for postpartum bleeding and postpartum periods as well, because it's a very high waist design of underwear that we have, which is going to cover almost till the navel of the woman or girl who is using it. So it is going to be very comfortable to use. Now it is obviously, because it's a period range product, we've made it stain proof and leak proof so that comfortably one can use it. And there are n number of sizes, 8 different sizes that we have, right from double extra small to triple XL. So a girl, a menstruating girl, to any woman of any size can use this product. Okay. So please check out our period range, period underwear that we have on our Super Bottoms website. We also have incontinence underwear at Super Bottoms website. You can check that out also. So for women or pregnant mothers or older women who face incontinence issue, can check out the incontinence underwear which is listed on our website. That is also quite useful for mild urine leaks. Yeah. So I'm sure majority of your questions about what are the products that you can explore at Super Bottoms are cleared and it has helped you. If you have any questions, you can also reach out to our Moms Connect team, which is basically a set of customer support team of Super Bottoms with a set of mothers who have actually used clot diapers on their babies, and they are working to help you out with all your questions. So there is a WhatsApp and calling helpline at Super Bottoms. So you can feel free to WhatsApp us or call us, and we'll be happy to personally guide you in any doubts you have related to any of the Super Bottoms products. We also have an amazing community at Super Bottoms where we have a Facebook community page. We also have WhatsApp communities, different WhatsApp communities for parents to be, for parents, for diaper related queries. We have n number of WhatsApp groups or communities. You can join that. We'll be sharing the link in the chat box. You can join this community so that you can sail through this parenting journey of yours smoothly along with other parents who are there on that group. And Super Bottoms is obviously there to help you out in this journey of yours. Yeah. So please reach out to us in case of any concerns. And we are open to questions that you guys might have related to the clot diapers.
Thank you, Jayashree. This was very insightful. There are a lot of questions also coming in. So I would take these questions, like read it out to them one by one, and let's answer these. Bhumika has a question that after 4 hours, the diaper starts to smell a bit, and sometimes there is a yellow tinge on the pad. So how to deal with that odor and color?
Okay. I think this is a very common concern of new parents who've just started using cloth diapers. So slight odor is very okay because it's a cloth where there is no chemical or gel in it to mask the smell of the urine. But if the odor is too strong that you're not able to bear it, then there are chances that the diaper or the pad has a residue or a built up in it, which needs to be removed for the smell to go away. So do not worry. So you can reach out to our help and we'll help you with the correct wash routine and how do you get away with the smell. If you do that process, then you will be able to use it without any issues. So the tinge of urine, of the yellowish tinge on your pad is also because of the build-up that is there in the pads. So wash routine obviously is very important for clot diapers. I'll just quickly tell you the wash routine, but to solve this issue, you can reach out to our WhatsApp helpline. Yeah. So clot diapers can be hand washed or machine washed as per one's convenience. An additional step of just a pre-wash is required for clot diapers because these are loaded with the urine and poop, right? So just an additional step of using a little detergent, washing it away once under running water before you mix it with other clothes and wash it through hand or in machine. Use any detergent. So you can go check out our Eco Laundry detergent sheet, which is available on our website, or any powder-based detergent to wash them, and you're good to go.
Okay, so do you have a diaper with you right now? Because someone is asking, like, can you show how to snap it, the upper layer or the inner layer, how to snap the cloth diaper?
Newborn Uno, because a majority of you are going to be parents. So I have the newborn Uno cloth diaper with me. So this is how the diaper looks. There are Velcro closures. So the newborn Uno has Velcro closures. Okay. And there is a pad. As I said, there is a dry feel magic pad that comes along with the diaper, which has a dry feel layer, which keeps the baby dry, right? Now there are buttons on the inside of your diaper, and there are buttons on the inside of your pad. Okay. And the pad is an openable style of pad. You fold it up and then attach the diaper using the buttons, keeping sure that the dry feel layer stays in the front of your diaper. Okay. So you attach it like this and use it on the baby, and then you secure the diaper using the velcros on your baby's waist. So this is how the newborn Uno needs to be put together. Any whole set of diaper, including the pad and the waterproof outer.
Until what age and weight can we use the newborn diaper, Jayshree? Jayshree, we
Right.
can't hear you.
Me now.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can be used right from birth, right from 2.5 kgs till almost 3 months or 7 kgs, whichever is.
Okay. So a mom is asking about swaddling because, you know, in winters, a lot of people prefer swaddling. So if the child is wearing a cloth diaper, can the baby be swaddled? Jayshree, we have lost your voice again. Maybe can you disconnect the headphones and speak directly?
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, perfectly
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I think there's some connectivity issue with the headphones. Yeah. So, yes, you can go ahead and use swaddles while using cloth diapers. So, you might feel that the cloth diapers are a little thick compared to regular disposable diapers, because in regular disposable diaper, the diaper would start swelling up once the baby pees in it. While in cloth diapers, the layers are going to be same from the moment you start using it. So, it is okay to use swaddles while using cloth diapers. It can be done.
Okay. This being the winter time, a lot of people asked about, you know, the pee pattern changes during winters. Babies pee a little more. So can cloth diapers support the harsh winters pee patterns for newborn babies?
Yes, sure. So, as we discussed earlier, that newborn diapers need to be changed frequently, irrespective of whatever climatic conditions they are in. Even all the doctors suggest that changing the diapers frequently is what is needed. So, even in winters, make sure that you keep changing the diaper every 3 hours. And at night, if you're going to use it, you can use it for extended few hours, that is 4 to 5 hours. But in general, the newborn Uno can be easily used even in winters for every 3 hours.
Let me just go through more questions.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of people are, again, like you covered this, but can you throw more light? Because people think that cloth is bulky and that may cause some, you know, leg issues.
Okay.
So what is the opinion on that? And also about diaper care, like in winter specifically, how to take care of the diapers better.
Sure. So this is a very common question that all the new parents have in their mind as soon as they start using cloth diapers, or as soon as they see the diapers. Even I have gone through it, and I had to explain to people who had asked me as well. Well, while I was using it for my daughter, yeah. So cloth diapers are made up of layers of cloth. There is no gel or chemical in it, right? So few layers of cloth might look a little thicker to you because there is no gel or chemical in it, but it is not going to give any harm to the baby, because there's nothing to react with the baby skin. First thing. Second thing, the leg position, which we are all concerned about, the frog position, that is keeping the legs wide apart, right? That is a very normal position for newborn babies till almost till age of 1. You can read about it, and it doesn't the cloth diapers actually are not causing that. It is a very natural position for the baby. So please do not worry, parents. You can go ahead and use it. It is not going to cause any discomfort or any issue for the baby in any which ways. They are safe to be used. Now, taking care about the cloth diapers in winters, yes, I understand. I also stay in north of India, and it's quite cold out here. So it might get tricky to wash and use the diapers. So the tip to frequent or rotation of diaper would be to buy extra pads. So any which ways you're going to wash the whole set of diaper every time you're going to use it. You can keep collecting the diapers at the end of the day, wash it the next day, but have extra pads. So while your outer dries faster, if you have extra pads, your reusability increases. You are going to able to reuse the diaper sooner if you have extra pads. Yeah, so that would be the tip that you can use. And also giving an extra spin dry to the diapers in the machine in winters would help you in increasing the uh, reducing the drying time, right? And you can also dry it at wash and dry it at night. If you have an extra spare room, you can dry it under the fan, lock the room, so that by morning most of it is dried. And then if you have sun at your place on that day, you can dry it for a couple of hours in sun. Yeah, so these are the few tips which also helped me as a parent staying in north of India to cope through the winters and keep using the cloth diapers.
I just want to add something to, the questions about the leg position and all. My kids are 10 years old now, but I have never used a disposable diaper for them. And my kids are like very athletic. They are swimmers. They are good in sports. So I don't think the cloth or the feel of bulkiness, because, the cloth will soak the pee and it will not convert into gel, as you said. That never caused a problem to me or anyone in my family who has been using it. There's another question. Someone is asking that they've heard that the cloth diapers don't last long. Is that true?
Okay, so each Super Bottoms Uno cloth diaper can last for 300 plus times. That is, they can be washed and reused for 300 plus times. If that is what you asked, that wear and tear, so it can cross 300 plus washes. If maintained well, it can last for even for next set of babies at your in your family. You can pass it on to the next set of babies. Now, if you are talking about they cannot last longer, as in more hours of time, then as I was telling someone that wash routine is very important for cloth diapers, because if the cloth is not washed well, then there is going to be residue in the diaper, which is not going to let the urine to go in the next time when you're going to use it, right? And that would lead to result to leakage in the diaper. So washing is very important for cloth diapers. And also the fitting, so the diaper has to be snug on the baby, so that there are no gaps that are forming on the sides of the elastics on the leg joints of the baby, so that the diaper is snug and the wash routine is also followed, so the diaper is going to absorb pee. Please do not worry. And if you have started using any of you have started using any of facing any issues, please reach out to our Moms Connect team. We'll help you with the usage. We'll troubleshoot the issue that you are having. We also have video demo, home demo facilities, so you can check that out also on our website, so that we can personally guide you with your journey of cloth diapering.
Jayashree, I would want you to talk a little bit about the sizing, because someone is mentioning here that she has been using cloth diapers, but the elastics are leaving marks on the inner thigh. So can you talk a bit about the sizing?
Sure, Shalu. So, marks with cloth diapers. So, any product you use with elastics on your baby, there are chances that the product would leave an impression mark on your baby's skin, especially with the babies with sensitive skin. We'll have slight elastic marks or impression marks of the elastic. If this elastic marks fade away after you remove the product or after you remove the diaper, if they fade away in 1 hour or so, then it's safe to be used. Please do not worry, parents, to be, yeah. But if it is staying for longer hours, that means that the diaper is either too loose or either too tight on the baby, which is causing friction. If it is loose, it's going to cause friction and marks. And if it's too tight, obviously because of the tightness, it is causing the marks, right? So there can be a tweak which is required in the fit, which can be solved if you connect with us through our Moms Connect team, or you can fill the video demo form, where we can help you with the correct fitting for your baby, and you will not face any such issues again. Yeah.
There are a lot of questions, Jayashree, but I would encourage all of you to get in touch with the Moms Connect team, as Jayashree said. But let's take one last question, because I think this is important. A lot of parents who want to go exclusive but are worried about traveling. So
Yeah.
someone is asking, can we use cloth diapers during traveling?
Sure. This is also a very common question which all the new parents who want to start cloth diapering have in mind. Yes, you can go ahead and use cloth diapers while traveling, because we have waterproof travel bags on Super Bottom's website. You can check it out, which can hold 4 to 5 diapers in it. So you can carry a waterproof travel bag. You can keep storing the soiled diapers in the bag, reach the destination, reach back home, and then wash it. So these diapers are not only waterproof, they are stink proof also. So they are easy to be be stored while traveling. Now the second important concern is, how do we manage poop while traveling, or even at home parents are scared to clean up the poop. So we have easy clean top sheets. So these are thin sheet of dry feel fabric. You can check this also out on Super Bottoms website. This basically needs to be put on top of the diaper and use, so this can catch most of the poop in the diaper. So this also helps while traveling, especially if you are worried about poop diapers.
All right. So, mommies, daddies, and family members, if you have any more questions related to cloth diapering or anything related to, diapering, period care, because we also have period products, please get in touch with the Moms Connect team. They'll help you out with video demos and with, helping you out through the journey of, as I said, there's a learning curve when it comes to cloth diapering. So we hope you all get in touch with the Moms Connect team. So much, Jayashree, for joining us today.
Thank you, Shalu. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
All right. And that brings us to the last session for today. So the last session, we are going to talk about the physical and emotional well-being of mothers-to-be. We have Rishita Makhija with us today, who's a very famous life coach and pregnancy coach. She's herself a mother of a 6-year-old beautiful child. And I think having gone through all the concerns that probably all of you are going through right now, she made it a mission of her life to, help out people who are in the same boat. I have interacted with her, so I know that, when she starts speaking, when she starts interacting, you all are going to be mesmerized, okay? So, yeah, and all you would want to do is just sit and listen to what she's saying. But before we experience that, I would launch the last poll of the day. We'll have some questions for you. Let us answer those, and then we'll hand it over to Rishita. Okay, so you will see some questions on your screen. So what's your biggest source of stress during pregnancy? And this is very personal. You can have your own stress, right? So physical discomfort, worrying about labor and delivery, financial concerns, because, for 6 months, a lot of us don't get to go back to the job, relationship challenges, or balancing work and other responsibilities. The second question is, what do you find most challenging about staying positive? Again, physical discomfort or fatigue, fear of the unknown. It could be labor, delivery, parenting, anything. Feeling overwhelmed with the responsibilities of being a parent, or lack of support or encouragement from your loved ones. And the last question is, what makes it challenging to practice self-love, which is very important. Now I realize this. Feeling too busy or overwhelmed, struggling with self-doubt or negative thoughts, lack of support or encouragement, or sometimes you just don't feel like it. So let's take 10 to 15 seconds to answer these questions. All right, I'm sharing the results on your screen. And I think all of you will see that, you're not alone in this boat. We all have been, parents who are already parents for years have been there, and everyone else who's in the same boat as you is there. So yeah, Rishita, off to you.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. It's so lovely to be here. Firstly, I don't know if you all have been through through the whole journey. Hello, hi. I would love if you all can write in your name and from where you are, just for me to know you better. So as I keep speaking, I love for your names with from where are you joining us today, coming in. Okay, and perfect. Hello and hi to everybody. I want to tell you one thing, okay? Today, before we start, I just want you all to stand up wherever you are and just quickly sway your body with me. I want you all to stand up. Is there any way I can see the participants? Are we? I don't think so, right?
No, the videos are off, but just in the spirit of it, I'll do it.
Perfect. So super. Okay. All you beautiful, gorgeous girls, if I had to call you all, I want you all to do this because we need this energy before we start it, and let's end it with that power and that energy which we need. So let's all just stand up. I'm going to sit so that you all can still see me, and we are just going to sway and clap and sway and clap and sway and clap and sway and clap. And before you stand, sit down. I want all of you all to applaud for yourself. Please give yourself a round of applause for showing up today. I think it's amazing, guys. Amazing. Well, as we start, let me tell you, I'm Rishita Varun Makhija. I am a pregnancy manifestation coach. And today I'm going to make sure that you get these quick fixes for emotional well being because we are moms, we are busy. And before I get into anything, I want to remind you all today we are here for you and not because of your babies. Because let me tell you, a happier mother is the best mother your child can have. Would you all agree? If you agree, please type yes in the chat box. If you'll agree that a happier mom is the best mom your child can have, please try it. Thank you. I'm really glad all of you all say that. Well, as we go ahead, I want you to remind you one thing that you know what, y'all could be doing anything at this minute, but y'all chose to be here. Do you think that amazing? I think it deserves a big round of applause. And I'm going to make sure that this in this 30 minutes, I'm going to deliver what best I can deliver to you. As we go ahead, firstly, thank you, Super Bottoms, for having me here. It's such a pleasure to get introduced to such beautiful women. And as we go ahead, I want you to tell you that, you know, these are the two things I'm going to focus on. The two things are one is going to be that we are going to try to rediscover a little bit of you. And the second thing is going to be, I want to see that, you know what, you're going to believe a little bit in you. Thank you, Kavya. That's so sweet of you. Okay, I love this coming because it's going to be a very interactive session. So we are going to do it together. And while we are going ahead, is it okay if I share my story so that you know why I'm doing what I'm doing? If that's the case, please type yes. And I would love to tell you a little bit about myself because I love this personal connect. Thank you. So, well, I'm Rishita Makhija. And while I was really small, okay, while I was 12, I was suicidal. I know it's very strange when I say this, and when I'm like all about my energy right now. And the worst reason being is because I had severe self esteem issues to an extent that I really would cry myself to sleep every day. The reason I had severe self esteem issues was because I was a chubby child and I was bullied in school. They used to call me, I'm a Chennai girl married to a Bombay guy. So I'm from Bombay right now, but my roots are from Chennai. And they would call me the Velle Panni. I don't know if someone is here from the south, but I'll explain it to everybody. Velle Panni means the white pig. So I have dealt with this, and because I dealt with that, I felt really low in my life. I felt my life is not good enough. Has anybody felt, like you just want to give up in life someday? Please let me know. Yes, if you felt that way. You just feel disappointed, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're like, why am I doing this? Thank you. I know, you know what, a lot of times, yes. While I was going through that, you know what happened? I was lucky to put a little focus on myself. And that also happened by doing just one thing. The day I started accepting myself, because I remember walking into my mom's room one day, and you know how, do you think we all have good mothers? Who has a great relationship with their mothers, and you think mamas knows all the answers? When I was young, I depended on my mother completely, and I was from a great family. So I went and told her, you know what, mama, I'm not happy. And you know what? My mother, like 20 years ago, self-esteem was not something which was discussed. So she just looked at me and she told me, she's like, Rishita, you have everything you need. Now it's on you how you keep yourself happy. When I heard that, I honestly got more upset and I said, the best thing is to actually give up my life. But I was 12 and a half and I had no courage. Okay. So because I had no courage, I just thought about what she said. She said, how, in my head, I was like, how can I keep myself happy? Guess what was the answer my heart gave me? It was by having a bowl of ice cream guilt free. All I needed was to just do what I felt without guilt. How many of us struggle with that? We want to do things, but we are feeling so guilty about it. It can be leaving your child, leaving your husband. Oh, I'm going to work. We are living in guilt. Would you agree? Yes, thank you. Because of that guilt, I couldn't accept myself. But that day when I had this bowl of ice cream, which people might think it's Not a big deal. It was a big deal for me. It changed my life. And then, post that, every single day, I started doing something for myself, which I felt like. And trust me, that changed my life. How many of us are here living lives for everybody and not able to prioritize ourselves? We really want to. We have dreams, we have ambitions, but we just cannot. Yes, yes, I feel you. And you know what happened while all of this was happening? I went into the process to get more about me, learn more about me. But there was a very shocking revelation. I went on to winning Miss Chennai 2009. I went on to achieving everything I wanted in life. I went on to manifesting the husband I wanted. I manifested the child I want. But you know what I realized was changed my life and what made me do this whole pregnancy manifestation coach. It was that, you know what, all I was feeling were never my feelings. You know whose feelings were they? I was an accidental child, a honeymoon baby of my mother. And she was too scared, when she had me. And guess what happened? The gift she gave me unknowingly was low self esteem. When I say this, does anyone here connect to that? You know what? My mother had this kind of pregnancy, and maybe that's why I am the way I am. Yes, thank you. And you know what happened was I had my child who's 6 today, and he has his self-esteem to 100%. And that was because I was so centered to myself. I was so happy. I was so positive. I was just, and I understood me. When I saw that difference, I was like, listen, I need to go and tell everybody, every woman, that you know what, being a good mother means being a happy mother. So, exactly why we are here, to make sure that you are going to be a happy mother. Was that exciting you? Yes. Yes, I want the chat box flowing so that I know that this is where we are. Amazing. Okay, girls, now I'm going to make you all do something before I get into the talking. We're going to do a lot of exercises. I want you to take both your arms, okay, and do elbow to elbow and palms to palms and tell me which hand of yours is longer. For example, my elbow to elbow, my palms to palm. And for me, it's clearly my right hand, if you can see. Please type in the chat box which hand of yours is longer. I'm going to be waiting. Right hand, ref, right. Okay, by the way, whoever right hand is longer are the more intelligent people. Amazing, no? And whose left hand is longer are the sexy people of the room. Yes. But now, what are we going to do is going to surprise you. I want to take, so for me, my left hand was shorter. So I take that my left hand right in front of my face. Everybody, whichever hand was shorter, take it right in front. We're going to have a conversation with your hand. And I want to give it to you 100% when we're conversing with your hand. Okay. I'm just going to say the word grow longer 10 times and y'all are going to repeat after me. Perfect. And I want the conviction. I want the energy. We do not lose the energy. We women are extremely powerful. So let's use it. Perfect. And we start now. Grow longer. It might sound a little weird, girls. Okay, but do this. You know what? When you get out of your comfort zone is when you're going to grow and when you're going to see the magic. So 1, 2, 3, with all your energy, grow longer, 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 grow longer. Now, girls, let's try. Who agreed that your hand grew? Please type yes. Whose ever hand grew in the process? Yes. Yeah. What did I do? Do you think I've hypnotized you? What do you think? Why do you think it is what it is? Anybody? Any answers to why do you think this happened?
I think when you said that, one hand is going to be longer than the other, we believed you, and that is why maybe we felt it is. And when you said it has grown, we believed you, and that is why it's the power of words, I guess, what you were saying.
No, it's the power of you. Okay. And as women, by the way, let me explain to you the science behind it. Do you know water listens to us? Okay. You know what happens? There was a Japanese scientist. I'm going to share a story with you. There was this Japanese scientist who went to a lake in Japan and he decided, I want to study water molecules. So first he went, he just took a certain kind, he took a beaker, took some water, sent it to the lab. As he took it to the lab, he gave it for testing. Second day, he's gone there and he's told all the villagers to come there and say dirty things to the lake. For example, your water is so dirty, forget drinking. We can't even wash our clothes in your water. Other thing was, you know what? Because of you, we have floods. They went on cursing and cursing and cursing the water. Second sample was taken. Third day, he calls all these monks. They're chanting, they're saying good things to the water. For example, you know what? There's the reason we don't have life on moon is because there's no water there. So he was like, you know what, your water is great. Thank you for having us. Because of you, we have life. They've chanted nice things. And another sample was taken. Now what happens is, while this scientist was trying to study water, the first molecule which was taken when nothing was said to the water, there were reasonable water molecules present. The second day, when the water was cursed, they've taken the sample and they're like trying to study it. Guess what? They couldn't find any water molecules. They went on and on and on searching it. The best microscope is called for, no water molecules. The third day, what they do is, the day when the water was blessed, was chanted with, the water molecules are taken. And the beauty is, have you all watched the movie Frozen? In these things, you have these beautiful snowflakes, which you can see in any animated movie. Yes, the water molecules looked like that. Why do I say this to you? I'm so sorry, girls. Well, our body is made up of 70% of water. And guess what we do? Who here keeps cribbing? Which category do you belong to? First, let me know that. First category is you never say anything to water molecules. Second category is you're always saying negative things to yourself. Third category, when you're being really nice to yourself. Which category do you belong to? 1, 2, or 3? Please let me know. Which category? Yes? Most of us belong to 1. How many of us look at our bodies and are always upset the way we are looking? How many of us look at ourselves maybe like, oh, you know what? I wish my tummy was better. I wish my tooth look a certain way. I wish my eyes were a little better. I wish I had better hair. How many of y'all are guilty of doing that? Yes, all of us. Do you wish to be here or do you want to change? Because if you want to change, it's going to take me literally only 15 more minutes to make y'all change. Are y'all into change? Yes? How much, what I tell you today, how many of y'all are going to follow it? How many of y'all commit to follow it? Please type commit if you commit to follow. I really want y'all to do this for yourself. Type commit for me to know how many of y'all are committing to me. Thank you. That's amazing. Thanks, girls. This is something you're doing for yourself. And let me tell you, why is it so important to do this? Do you know when an animal is born, okay, a calf is born, how long does the calf take to start walking? Do you all know how long do animals take to start walking? Anybody? A general idea of how long animals take, right? 30 minutes. And we human beings are the smartest race in the world. Agreed? Yes or yes? Right? How long do our children take to start walking? A year maybe? Perfect. Why do you think we, being the most intelligent species on planet Earth, take a year, whereas all animals which we believe do not have that brain, the mind with, they take few hours? Tell me, why do you think this happens? Anybody here knows the answer? Why do you think we, being the smartest species, do not nature? Perfect. Okay, let me explain to you, because when I got to know this concept, I was like, it makes so much sense. You know, we human beings are born with a neuro pathway, like our brain is born, which is very underdeveloped. And you know, when does it develop? In the first 5 to 7 years. And exactly why everybody tells you, you know what, when your child is up until 7, teach them all you can, because then the brain, the neuro pathways are just being formed. Whereas, on the other hand, animals are born with the pre-structured neuro pathway. Yes. So you know why? Because they're born with that. If you actually take a penguin from the Antarctic and put this penguin somewhere in in a desert, do you think a penguin will survive? No. But whereas if you take a human being from Antarctic and you actually put them back into this desert, do you think they will? Yes. We are very adapted and we are always evolving. Exactly why when a child is born, there is so much responsibility on the mother, because we are the most important person in their life, because we are so first hand and we are making their brain develop. Our belief systems are going to them, our thought process, which is a big responsibility. Do you realize it? Do you agree? It's a big responsibility. If you feel it's a big responsibility, type a big responsibility. Yes? Biggest. Perfect. Yes. And you know, when we are given such a big responsibility, we need to be aware and centered before we do anything. Right? So today, I am going to tell you easily, firstly, how to feel centered in your every single day. Every single day, if you can just center yourself, do you think you'll be a better wife, better mother, just a better human? And would you think you'll know yourself a little bit more? Yes. Thank you. Right now, I want each one of you all. Okay, I know we all have our positives, but do you agree we speak about our negatives because we mostly belong either to the second category or the first category? We do not want to talk about ourselves, or we want to keep complaining about ourselves. You know what, I'm lazy. You know what, I'm not consistent. You know what, I'm not this. You know what, I'm not that. We all know what we are not. Oh, you know what, I wish I was more disciplined. I lack discipline. I'm very slow. I want you to tell me the 3 qualities which you own, which you think are your negatives. All of you are going to type that for me right now, and I'm going to fix them for you. Interesting, right? If you could just fix your quality. 3 things. Like for me, I'll tell you, when I started, right now I understand this process. But for me, that, you know what, I'm not consistent. I was an overthinker. And then for me, it was that, you know what, I am not disciplined. It can be anything for you. I want you to type down your 3 qualities. Anger issue. I want 3. I don't want just one. Perfect. Lovely. Overthinking as a woman itself, forget a mother. We have been just inherited by that. Anger issues. Perfect. Inconsistent. Lovely. Laziness. Overthinking. Trust people easily. Inconsistent. Beautiful. Tell me that one quality you would like to own. Okay, first keep telling me. Now tell me that one quality you will love to own. I can see a lot of people are telling overthinking, lack of confidence, amazing. Consistency, yes, because women have so much in our plate. Super. Self-esteem, lovely. Beautiful. So if I had to tell you before your name, okay, if you had to label yourself with one of your negative quality, what would it be? If I, for example, I would say, you know what, would say an overthinking Rishita. What are the labels we give ourselves? Lazy, overthinking. Do you think we deserve these labels? Do you think it's nice that we give labels to ourselves? No, right? First, let me change this for me. Okay? Feeling inferior. Oh my God, that's so sweet, Vrinda. Vrinda, I'd love for you to tell me a little bit more about it when we talk a little bit or later. But nobody deserves to feel inferior. I've been there and I know it's a very painful situation. Okay, girls, you know what I'm going to get to? I want you to write, I want you to write a quality which you think is your negative, and now we are going to turn it to a positive. Let me explain to you how. You know what? For someone who tells me, like, I would say honesty. I'm a very honest person. I'm very authentic. But guess what? Every quality is labeled bad and good because of us. Honesty can also be a problem. Imagine I've seen someone's husband with another girl. And you know what? I know she's going through shit. And I very honestly go and tell her, hey, listen, you know what? I saw him there. He's already going through a problem. I made it worse. So did my honesty help me or no? No, right? Like I need to understand. So honesty can be a quality which can put me into trouble. That is the quality I thought if I owned, I would own the world. The same thing happens with our negatives. For example, overthinking is termed as a bad quality, but I want to ask you, how does overthinking help you? Tell me that one way, take one of your quality, for example, anger. How does anger help you? How does it become your positive? Tell me what situation has anger helped you? Today we are going to find out adjusting in situations perfect. Tell me how is that you will write your quality, negative quality, and tell me how does that help you? I will give you more examples. Helps me to financial ways, perfect. Overthinking already know, perfect, perfect. Can you see the worst mistake we do is like, you know what we do? We do that with ourselves, and exactly why we do that with everything around us. First, we see the worst and we are like, shit, this is not working out. In an quality like anger, overthinking, lack of discipline, lack of inconsistency, we always see what we are not able to do. But why? How is that quality serving us today? Okay, do you right now understand that our negatives are technically not our negatives? If you see it from light, they are serving us. By the way, I used to label myself lazy. Then you know what I came up with? A quote which was very interesting, which says lazy people are the smartest people because they get their work done the easiest. Would you agree? Isn't that a great quality to be lazy? I love delegating. Does it work for me 100%? Can you see how all my negatives are actually, yes, we've heard that, right? So can you see every quality has a flip side. Now you need to understand that you are going to start focusing on the positive of that quality which you think is the negative so that you have more of it. And today, before I go to the next part, I want you to, in your head, remember one thing. Okay? We are going to come up with this supernatural term for us. For example, a positive, healthy, happy Rishita. It can be anything. I want 3 positive words before your name. These are your new labels. So many times on days which are very difficult, I call myself Super Mom Rishita because I know I have so much in my plateau. But instead of labeling myself and telling myself what I'm not capable of doing, I remind myself how much more I have done. So please give me 3 qualities with your name, and this is going to be something you're going to type and you're going to always remember, and that's how I want you to address you. Can we write down, all you girls, 3 names, 3 positive qualities with your name? It can be simple, it can be anything. Yes, honest, dedicated, and hardworking Jyoti. So you will write that and you will say this: highly energetic, positive, amazing, Sindhu. Perfect. Super mom. Perfect. I love it. Lovable, strong, and always smiling, Vrinda. Wow, that's so sweet. Kind, passionate, dreamer. Beautiful. Beautiful, girls. Beautiful. How does it feel right now? Beautiful. Amazing. Are you enjoying these words? Yes. Are you all feeling better about who you are? When I told you you will rediscover your new self, this is the rediscovery. When I told you you will believe in yourself, is why I made you do the hand exercise. Give you 10 seconds to grow your hand. You know what? You girls can do anything. And right now, I'll make it more in depth before I sign out. All of y'all, I don't know if that's going to be possible to put on your camera, but I want you to see yourself in the mirror. I want wherever you all are, where you can hear me, I want you to go in front of the mirror. If it's too much of an effort, take out your phone and go to the phone camera. I want you to see you. Who here speaks to yourself? Who here is in the habit to speak to your own self? I love it. Happy with mind, body, face, Risha. Yes? Lovely. Smiling Kavya. Amazing. I want all of you to just look at yourself. Is everybody in access to looking at yourself? I can look at myself very easily because my camera is on. Is everybody in access to look at yourself? Yes. What I'm going to make you do is something which is one of my favorite exercises. I do this, I'm literally brushing my teeth. But I don't start without this. Because guess what? I realized. You know, the reason I shared my story is to make you understand that what I felt about myself and what I felt and the way I looked at myself is how the world looked at me. So I realized I need to change the way I look at myself. Have you all done this in your house? Hot roti comes, we give it to someone else because we are okay having the cold one. The best piece, it can be of paneer, whatever, we give it to someone. No, you eat it. You know what we start doing? We start telling people also, okay, treat us this way. People start treating us a little lower, we start getting offended. But guess what? Do you treat yourself the way you deserve to be treated? Yes or no? Because the way you start treating yourself is how the world is going to start treating you. I treat myself with a lot of respect, with a lot of love. I do not treat myself, I can never be mean to myself. I'm never hard to myself. Why? Because I want the world to be that to me. And you know what happens in the process? Because I'm so happy from within, I don't expect from people, and my heart and my cup is always full. So I pour so much love into myself, it's like a teapot. You know what? When your teapot is filled with tea, that's when tea will come out. But if it's filled with coffee, coffee will come out. That's what happens to us. Do you all feel frustrated ever? Do you all feel overwhelmed? Do you all feel you're not enough? Yes. You know what happens? It's because inside your pot is not full. I want you to do this mirror exercise every day, what I'm doing, and make sure you start your day with your pot being full. Because if you're filled with love, guess what? only love will come out. Into your relationships, you see everything change. Just do this one thing for me, and I'm sure within a week you're going to write and say, Rishita, you know what? This changed my life. So I'm going to share this secret with you right now. Go up there, look in the mirror, and repeat after me. Touch your heart. Take a deep breath. Breathe in with your nose, breathe out from your mouth. Breathe in from your nose, breathe out from your mouth. Breathe in from your nose. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out from your mouth. 3, 2, 1. Look at yourself eye to eye, wherever you're seeing yourself. And first say, I will say the word Rishita, you will say your name. I love you, Rishita. I truly, truly do. You're going to all repeat this after me, and this is going to be a mantra. If you want to record this, I will tell you, please do it. I want you all to just do this much every morning. Okay? The intent of this is we don't feel appreciated as women so many times. Does your child come and tell you, oh, what a beautiful mother? Does your husband every day appreciate you? Does everybody around you feel appreciate you every morning? No, right? We all are living busy lives. I'm sure they all love us. But do you think there's appreciation all the time? Yes or no? Yes? So exactly, right? So this is the way you are going to appreciate yourself before you get into anything. Okay? Record this or memorize this, or I will send you a video about this, but you're going to do this every single day. I'm going to start again. Look into your eyes. I love you. You are the most beautiful person on this earth. You are unique. You are special. And you're enough just the way you are. Thank you for being you. You look beautiful. Every extra inch and ounces on your body serves me. I'm sorry if I have hurt you. Please forgive me as I forgive you. From today onwards, I want you to know that I truly love you and I truly appreciate you. You are absolutely amazing, a great wife, a great human being, a great mother. You're just perfect. I truly love you for who you are, and I truly respect you. Sorry if I've ever hurt you, and thank you for being you. And just give yourself a tight hug. Really a nice hug. We need 4 hugs as human beings to progress in life, and 12 hugs are amazing. So at least start by giving yourself one. Yes. Imagine while you're brushing, just tell yourself, I love you, even that works. And just remind yourself you're amazing. It raises your self-esteem. While you were doing this, did anybody have any queries? Did you feel overwhelmed? Thank you, girls. I love you all that much. I'm so glad. Please, please, please just do this mirror exercise. Got goosebumps. Thank you. I am so glad. Very good. That was my intention. Girls, I don't want to make it difficult for you, but remember, you're the most important. So wake up, appreciating yourself. You will notice you'll play the game in life very different. And I want to tell you, anytime you feel anywhere stuck, I'm always going to be here. It's all worked for me. I'm living a 20 on 10 life, and it's so simple. And I would love for each one of you all to live that. Sending you all so much love. I'm special, yes. If you'll quickly want to take down these five, mantras, I call it the affirmations. You can just quickly note them down. It is first is I'm enough just the way I am. I love you. I'm special. I'm unique. And I'm blessed. That's all you need to do. I'm amazing. Whatever resonates with you, pump yourself up. And remember, nothing in your life is negative. Stop labeling yourself as negative because you girls are truly special and amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rishita.
Thank you so much,
I
Anand.
think I think you would understand why before she began her session, I told you, right? She's mesmerizing, and you'll just want to sit and listen to what she's saying. So I'm sure you all experienced that. Thank you so much, Rishita. It was really like
Thank you.
heart-touching and overwhelming. And as I said, like, my daughters are very old now. They're 10 years old. And I've been where these parents are, that feeling of overwhelming and the mom guilt which we carry in the initial years. I'm very happy for these mothers that they got to listen to you today, because I realized that I understood these things much later in my parenting journey. And I have heard so much that, how can you be so self-centered that everything has to be? I'm a single parent. So, everything in my house is usually divided into three. I'm not one of those sacrificing mothers that, oh, everything that comes has to go to my children. And even my own parents are like, how can you do that? I'm like, I need to teach my children that when they grow up, they have to focus on themselves also. They can't always be sacrificing. So thank you so much. It was a great session. It was great hearing you. And these affirmations, I'm going to make sure every morning I'm going to do that.
So
Thank you
sweet.
for being with us
Thank
today.
you. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you.
All right, so that brings us to the end of the Bump Celebrations 12th edit. I'll be floating a feedback form in chat box now, and I would want all of you to fill it up, because this is the basis with which we'll be choosing the winners of the giveaway. So please take 2 minutes and fill this form. Let
Chalu,
us,
this
yeah.
over? Yeah.
Yes.
Hi everybody. I hope everybody had a great session. I will quickly put a quiz form. We would want each and everybody to fill that. Basis that, we will announce three winners, and whosoever answers all the questions correctly, the winners will be announced basis that. Also, we will also share a feedback form. Please do share your feedback on how do we improvise on these, so so that we can bring other edits as successful as this one. I have shared the quiz here on the chat box. Please, guys, fill it up so that we can announce the winner ASAP. And just let us know once it's done. We'll take 1 to 2 minutes more for more entries, and then we shall announce the winners in like next 5 minutes. Okay, I think most of you have filled the form. Just allow us 5 minutes to announce the winners. Just till then, please, guys, we really want you to fill this feedback form so that we know on how to improve each and every edit of BUM as for the convenience of you guys. I'm sharing it on the chat box. Just a second. I will share the link once again. Just a minute. I hope this opens. I have shared the feedback form link again. Just guys, please fill in. I think it will open. Yes, we will share the whole recording on our community group. Check this link. I've shared it again. I hope the link is opening now because some issue with the link. I'll just quickly check it. It's okay, guys. We'll float a form in the group. Till then, we'll announce. Till then, we'll announce the winners. We'll quickly. Okay, once I'll announce the winner, just one thing I would want you guys to give your numbers and your address as well. So our first winner is the Miss Kajul. Then we have Gomati. Then we have Chandni Gautam. I'll re-announce the winners. We have Miss Gomti, Miss Chandni Gautam, and Kajal. Please do guys drop your addresses and name and phone number here on the chat box.
Yes, Gomti, you can choose the option of sending the message just to the host, and we'll take it from there. And congratulations to all three winners.
I'll announce the winners once again, Miss Gomti, Miss Kajal, and Miss Chandni. Please drop in your I have received Miss Chandni's address and details. I would request Miss Kajal and Miss Gomti to send me as well. I have not received your details, Miss Gomti. Miss Gomti, I'm waiting for your details as well. I have received Chandni Gautam has won the giveaway. Thank you. I think I've received each and every one's details. We will contact you guys and for the giveaways in like next week. Also, do not like we have each things for attendees as well. So please uh, we will share the thank you message with the feedback form on the group. Thank you so much guys for attending this event, and I hope you guys had a great time here, and uh, we congratulate each and everybody on your pregnancy and new parents. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of Bump Celebrations. And make sure to join our community, because you'll find a lot of parents just like you on the same boat, and you can interact with them, share your journey with them, and they can help you out in, understanding your situations better. As we say that it takes a village to raise a child. So this community can be a village. I've shared the link to join the community in the chat box as well. So do join, and thank you everyone for joining us today.